Welcome to the show where ex-evangelicals watch and talk about TV shows and movies.
The ones we weren't allowed to watch as kids because, Satan and stuff.
I'm Donovan.
And I am Zach, and Jesus stole our movies. So, let's suffer the loss of our entire tribe, get really sad, get strapped to a thing for 20 years, and then go on a bloody quest for revenge against James Earl Jones.
I got it at the last second. Is that Conan?
Yeah.
Conan?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Yeah, that does happen in that movie, huh?
I thought I'd use Arnold Conan because the Jason Momoa Conan would be too weird. I was gonna say something about hang out with Ron Perlman where he holds up a rubber baby.
I would have gone with Season of the Witch with Nicolas Cage.
Oh no! The Season of the Witch is bad too.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I just know that they do weird shit in it.
Is that there's two Nicolas Cage sword movies. There's Season of the Witch and there's another one.
I don't know. I always think of the Sorcerer's Apprentice, which is underrated.
The Sorcerer's Apprentice is what?
The one with Nicolas Cage and Jay Baruchel?
He's the wizard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's definitely got to be Season of the Witch. That's rubber baby. I think Ron Perlman's in that Season of the Witch too.
Yeah, they're both in it.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna get way too into bad fantasy movies. I love bad fantasy movies.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But hey there, welcome to Jesus Stole Our Movies, the show where we hang out together and we watch the stuff that our parents said was too evil, satanic, or downright fucked up. So,
it's like very Christian parents would say that's fucked up.
Mine would. He was on the outside.
Yeah.
But hey, how you doing, buddy? How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing great, pal. Wait, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty swell. I just got my second win, so I'm ready to go.
Oh man, nice.
We're back here after Christmas, after halfway through the holidays of December. Did you have a good holiday, sir?
Well, my holiday was very interesting because my brother-in-law had to have quadruple bypass surgery the day before Christmas. So we spent Christmas evening in the hospital with my sister, hanging out.
How's he doing?
And he's fine.
Right.
He's young and he's very healthy. It was just
yeah.
weird that it was a weird genetic thing that made that happen. It wasn't his diet or anything.
Yeah. I understand. Well, I'm glad he's doing okay, and I'm glad you guys were able to spend the time with him and stuff, because that shit matters.
How was your Christmas with the kids? Did they enjoy unwrapping their gifts and have a good time?
Yeah, it was great. They were super grateful for everything, and they wrote us some awesome poems for our gifts, and we cried. It was very sweet.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then we went out and went to Great Wolf Lodge for the day and stuff, and had some fun there with her sister. She stopped by, so it was pretty cool. We had a good day.
That's so rad that you take the kids to Great Wolf Lodge on Christmas. That's crazy.
Yeah, we started doing it 2 years ago. So, and we try to do it every year. There's another place we like to go called Timber Ridge. It's in Lake Geneva. But that place is books out so fucking fast. But yeah, no, it's a cool little tradition we try to start because we don't have family around and stuff. So instead of going to grandma's for dinner, we're like, let's go to a hotel and swim,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, what are we doing today, Zach? We're watching a movie?
We're watching a movie, and we're talking about one of your favorite movies.
Hell yeah, sir.
1984's Joe Dante picture, Gremlins.
Oh, bam. Hell yeah, brother. This was your first time watching it?
This is my first time seeing it all the way through. My wife and I tried to watch it because she got freaked out. She's like, "You've never seen Gremlins?" I was like, "No." And that was I think the year before last, we tried to watch it. We both fell asleep. It was after the parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And after all the family left, and we were just too tired.
Yeah, the beginning can be a little bit cozy too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you're just Christmas lights, more soft tones of the light. So I totally understand that. we usually, when we watch these movies, try to find some Christian responses to it, because that's basically the whole reason we do this. Because we both had parents that were just like, "You can't watch Ninja Turtles because they're the devil." So we try to
Yes,
go back and look at things and see if there was any other responses to these flicks. So, did you find any responses, sir, from Gremlins?
I did find a few responses from Gremlins. Most of them were about the violence because it's a very very violent film,
Yeah,
um, and there were a lot of mentions of how scary it was because it. There were a couple moments there, even as an adult, I'm like, wow. As a kid, I would have been terrified.
yeah, for
And my
sure.
wife even shared with me that she was like, she could not reach under her bed or like in a mailbox for like years.
Because of the
She would
movie.
not use those blue mailboxes for years because of
Yeah,
the movie.
man.
And which sure, like this is definitely not a movie I would show to somebody like maybe under the age of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I'm not. Again, this is part of the problem that we find with all this. There's a lot of things in the Christian worldview that where people will have this idea of um, I think this is how it should go, and so
Yeah.
everybody should do that. I'm not saying I think every nobody should show this movie to someone under 10. I'm saying I feel like I would probably not show this to a child under 10 because there's actually some really scary, horrific imagery in this movie
Mm-hmm.
at some points. But everybody's different, and every kid is different. You know, you might have a very mature kid that you can discuss it. Well, it's a puppet, dude. You know, it's not actually scary. It's only this big. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
um,
We
but a
we
lot of the
showed this
Christian.
to Grayson when he was about, he's 9 now, so when he was about 8. But we
Okay.
watched it with him and explained to him it was puppets and stuff, and he was very interested in it because I have a lot of Gizmo stuff. So he's just constantly like, "Oh, what's that? You know, I want to see what that's from. It's so cute. It looks cool." And I do Gizmo's voice all the time, so he's like, "I gotta watch it." So I watched it with him and told him when scary parts were coming and stuff. I didn't show him certain parts. I'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna fast forward this." You know what I mean? The stuff with the mom in the kitchen specifically. But yeah, I get what you're saying. If you don't know what's going on, you just pop this on for like a fucking 7-year old, and you're just like, let's enjoy ourselves. You might,
And then you see the very end, I would be like, "Oh, what have I just done to my child?" You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
But that was that was most of the stuff on the Christian sites. The interesting thing now we got our constant, consistent
yeah.
demonic imagery. We
Mhm.
always get it's very demonic imagery because like apparently anything monstrous or slightly grotesque is demonic to these
Mhm.
people, which I don't understand. Like, isn't in the lore, isn't Lucifer supposed to be beautiful? Like that's one of the reasons that like he got like got technically God got jealous because he wouldn't do what he said. You know what I mean?
He's,
Like he's
oh,
a
I made
he
him way too pretty. Oh.
just way too hot, you guys. He's got, he's just like Lucifer's handsome Squidward. Like, but no, like the whole thing of the grotesque and there's a Bible verse that I cannot remember. It's something like abhor even the appearance of evil, and apparently in the 90s and 80s that got perverted into like even anything slightly scary,
Mhm.
anything slightly spooky looking. And there are horrific images in this movie, but 99% of the time when we're using the grotesque in a visual medium, that means that that grotesque is the antagonist. We have a lot of things that sometimes we subvert that trope that grotesque is evil, but most of the time in Western storytelling, the grotesque and the visually ugly means that things are bad. And that's just called media literacy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, you don't think Gizmo is bad because Gizmo is adorable and sweet.
Right.
It's not like we're saying, hey, look at these cool little gremlins doing cool little things. They're doing bad things. They're
Yeah.
killing people. They're drinking and smoking, which is very funny.
Mhm.
A lot of the Christian complaint reviews were there's too much drinking and smoking.
Oh,
Um,
but it's so great.
and as well as there was a sexual fondling in one of the reviews. I think that was Movie Guide said there was a sexual fondling. I'm like, there is no sexual fondling in
No.
this movie with her. Like, I think Billy Peltzer kisses Katie, maybe.
There had to be maybe they might be referring to that like bar montage where the Gremlins are doing all that crazy shit. There's that one that dresses up as a lady. That something. That's the only thing I can think of. Like maybe one of the Gremlins touched the other Gremlin inappropriately, and when a Christian was watching, like, oh, "Did you see that? He grabbed her breast."
Oh my god! But the thing that I found that was very, very interesting was several places where Gremlins was co opted to teach a Christian message. Now, we've seen this over and over again, and most of the time it manifests itself as this person really, really wanted to watch this movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And, like, okay, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just watch the movie, dude. You don't have to make a like Christian blog post about it.
It
But
always feels so funny, and you could tell because it feels like when you're talking to a kid and they just keep like bringing up the like they keep adding details to the lie that make it more obvious that they're lying. It's very similar to that. I didn't. But then I was thinking about the nudity in it. I was like, I bet there's bad nudity. I need to let people know.
right, I need to see the tits.
Yeah, right. Just so I could
I
tell
just,
people.
yeah. There are approximately 14.3 seconds of boobage in this movie. My children cannot watch it. You timed the boobage? Well, somebody's got to time the
Right.
boobage.
I'm gonna watch John Wick to see just how much violence there is.
Right. I want to see good John Wick too.
Huh?
I want to see John Wick really bad.
Oh, you never watched it?
Oh no, I've never seen it.
They're good. I haven't watched the newest one, but I own the first three. I like them a lot. I love Donnie Yen, and he's in the last one, so I really need to watch it. He's Ip Man. Those movies are fucking incredible.
Okay, so some of the co-op thing I saw is that gremlins can represent our darker nature, right? We're not supposed to feed the gremlins of our fear. We were made with the spirit of fear, not with the spirit of fear, but power, love, and a sound mind. That always comes up.
Mm-hmm.
This lady here, I'm not going to say the name of her blog because it's not any of my business to put her shit out there, even though she did.
Right.
Um, her thing is all about calling the spirit of fear um, her gremlins.
Interesting.
And also, Mogwai is purported to mean little devil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so of course they all seized on that and were like, "Well, they're just showing our kids little devils." Well, yeah, tell me, Gizmo's it. Gizmo walked so Grogu could float. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like this is 100% just the cutification. You know, you need a little cute mascot character.
Yeah, for
But
sure. But it's probably the best one there is, and I will fight people on that fucking front. And like it's you. What do you think? Godzuki is cuter? Go fuck
no,
yourself.
ew,
Go
no.
fuck yourself.
You mean like Minya? Nobody thinks Minya is cute.
Isn't that Godzuki? Wasn't that the little fucking baby from the animated show?
The animated show, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I need to get a figure from the animated show. I think that's one of the only major representations of Godzilla.
I'm gonna find you a Godzuki and I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh no, thank you. I'm good. I'm good.
I'm gonna find as many as I can now.
Dude, I actually found a patch for my vest
uh,
that has the '70s Marvel Godzilla logo
oh, that's rad.
from the animated series
Mm-hmm.
they made. They got the comic,
That's so cool.
and it's rad. But direct quote from this lady's blog: "The spirit of feel the spirit of fear will unleash an endless supply of other little destructive devils: suspicion, doubt, insecurity, discontent, anxiety, worry, bitterness. That will keep us so distracted we will again miss out on God's best and our destiny." Just like again, fear leads to the mother lode of demonic chaos in our lives.
Mm.
It's the gateway for the enemy to destroy our relationships, our destinies, and our lives. I don't like the way she's harping on destiny like that. That's actually a little creepy for me. Um, you're destined and you're predisposed to having goodness. That feels like birthright shit to me for some reason. That's really creepy.
Yeah. The whole thing makes me feel weird. such weird context to take from this movie.
Right. You
Hmm.
feed the gremlins in your life.
Yeah, right. I sit there and I'm like, these silly little monsters. This lady's like, my own monsters, my demons. What the fuck?
And here's another blog from a website called The Body of Christ Incorporated, which okay, you suck. That's a terrible that's the name of your organization. We're the Body of Christ Incorporated.
That sounds like a church trying to be like a mafia.
Right. Um, this little clip is very funny right here. In the 1990s, a horror movie under the facade of a dark comedy called Gremlins was very popular. Like what?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. It starts with a cute Christmas toy. Cute people. I'm gonna need you to read your shit before you post it online. It starts with a cute Christmas toy pet that accidentally is in heavy air quotes, reproduces murderous and mean spirited monsters. Years later, those gremlin characters reproduced into toys that children around the world collected and were obsessed with, called Furbies.
What the fuck?
No, sir, they were not. There is nothing to do with Furbies at all with Gremlins.
Except they made a Gizmo Furby.
They made a specifically Gizmo Furby, but that was like a brand tie-in.
That dude's head
right?
exploded when that happened. He was like, I fucking told you.
Like,
That's what the fuck does the accidentally mean? Does he mean that Gizmo intended to get multiplied?
I guess,
What the fuck is
or
that?
like the movie. Well, that's anything. A plot point happens in a movie. They accidentally put on the ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Bilbo accidentally picked up the ring. No, that's the inciting incident. Like that's how what the whole quest hinges on. If nothing happens with Gizmo getting paint water spilled on him, you don't have bad gremlins.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, that's called an inciting incident. Like, is you read such a fucked up book that has no inciting incident and no actual plot structure, and you think the Bible's the only book people are allowed to read so much that you don't understand how a plot works? Is that what your problem is, buddy?
Yeah, get his ass. Get his
Buddy,
ass.
yeah. Sorry, was that too mean?
No, no, not at all. I agree with you 100%. That's why I said that.
Okay, I'm just like fuck. Let's see. Oh,
Fucking guy.
just like these gremlins, we may think that what we're doing appears to be sweet or innocent or godly, but what is behind the scenes? What is the spirit behind what we're doing, saying, and how we're planning and operating? Is it wickedness and mischief? And is that wickedness and mischief reproducing in our homes, our children, the atmosphere around us, even our church?
It's happening. If I'm there, I'm reproducing like crazy.
Oh, fuck.
I'm taking Miss Ruth. We reproduce.
Oh, no, leave Miss
Everybody.
Ruth alone. Leave Miss Ruth alone. She's been abused by Carman too much.
Nah, she knows what's up because of Carman.
Oh, God. Carman taught her how to do that thing.
You know goddamn well I did.
So, like, this is just.
Geriatric's just a synonym for freak.
I think this person sounds paranoid.
Yeah, probably.
Like, this would be an interesting thing to include in the show notes, because this is like one of those weird Christian blogs you have to read and be like, man, is this person like okay? Do they need to talk to somebody?
Right. They need a friend.
Sure, I can completely understand why as a parent you would not want somebody under the age of 10 to watch this. Maybe 7 or 8, maybe if they were like mature-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be like, oh hey, but or you're sitting there with, you don't just pop this on.
Yeah, and they're a little knowledgeable of like what's going on a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Understand it's a puppet, like, but I don't. The Furby thing is very, very interesting that he brought that up, because like Furbies were definitely in our church satanic panic thing.
Yeah, I remember that too. Especially like because they would speak by themselves sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a big fucking indicator apparently that demons were coming through.
But now all these church people use AI all the time.
No, Zach, it's not the same. It's not the same, buddy.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. And sometimes not being able to comprehend what the fuck you guys are actually talking about makes my brain hurt. You know what I mean? Like we changed our shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff in this movie was about guns.
Yeah.
There's too many guns in this movie. There's a lot of gun violence in this movie, and I'm like, well,
There's only like one gun, isn't there?
there's two, because well, there's three technically. There's two,
Oh,
one,
I remember the second one now.
yeah, because one, I think one of the cops gets his gun took, or like there's definitely one of the gremlins just shoots the shit out of the other
Yeah,
gremlin in the
that's the one
bar.
I would always think of. But then I just remembered
Very funny.
there's the one that like tries to basically mug Kate.
Hmm.
So that's two. But
And then Stripe has the big gun at the end.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's trying to shoot at Billy, but they said there's too much gun violence. Like that we should not have all this gun violence on screen. Which okay, but like in 1984 maybe, but nowadays like isn't gun stuff your thing?
Right.
I don't understand where the cognitive dissonance comes from.
It also always makes me crack up when I'm like, this is too violent. Now sit down and watch The Passion of the Christ where he gets tortured for 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they
That
took
is,
our
whew.
entire fucking youth group to see Passion of the Christ. We had kids as young as I think 12 in that youth group.
Yeah, I was about 9 or 10 when that came out. My whole church went to see it. I sat next to my mom, and there was that point where he was getting tortured, and I felt so nauseous. I went to leave, and I remember my mom grabbing my wrist, and like, "You sit down and watch what he went through for you." I remember that. I still get chills when I think about it. It was so fucked, dude. I was like, "What the shit?" I remember going home and feeling so guilty. Just like I had a Curse of the Werewolf poster on the wall my grandpa gave me. I
Oh
ripped it down. I
no.
was like, "Ah, it's evil." It was bad,
Werewolves
dude.
should not suffer because Christians suck.
No,
Leave the
not at all.
werewolves alone.
Yeah, but anyway, we need to. We'll talk about that one day for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will for like an Easter episode, but we can't do it by ourselves. We need multiple people so we can all
Yeah.
be triggered by it.
Yeah, and we need multiple people. We need somebody that's been very so that stuff affects people a lot, like
Mm-hmm.
passion plays and stuff. When I told my wife what my church did for the Easter play, like having like buckets of fake blood and
Yeah.
like Jesus covered in blood and like squirting blood out of Jesus when he's getting whipped and
Yep.
all kinds of stuff. Like she was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, you have to see the suffering that Jesus went through. Like we don't get a sexy Jesus on a crucifix with a ripped six pack
Yeah.
like the Catholics do. You have to get some schlub that's getting beat with a yarn cat of nine tails, soaked in Karo syrup and food coloring. Like, uh,
And then the guy at
uh,
the end that comes with the spear, and this is one last
mm-hmm.
fucking Tarantino squirt of blood everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That shit
There's
was
actually
gnarly.
there's actually a wrestler, a deathmatch wrestler that like he found out through therapy, and it's his story to tell, obviously, but like he found out through like years of therapy that the reason he mutilated himself and was so okay with taking the violence of deathmatch wrestling
Yeah.
was because he saw a passion play when he was a kid,
Mm.
and he ended up having this complex about like if Jesus suffered, I need to suffer to prove that like I'm worthy of like being loved,
Jesus.
which is crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But
That's a
no, it's not great. It's not crazy.
no,
It's
no.
crazy that we make kids feel that way. It's
Yes.
a perfect reaction to being faced with utterly horrific imagery when you're a very small child.
Yeah, that's wild. I can understand how that could happen though. You just because if that's all you have to look at is like how to show your love and shit, that's the prime example. Like nothing's greater of there's no greater example of someone loving me than dying on the cross, going through this turmoil for me. Yeah, I can see that logic. That's fucking horrible. Ugh.
I do agree with the Bible in one very specific instance. There's a verse I can't remember what it is, but it's like there's no greater love than a man would give up his life for his friends,
Okay.
and I feel like I vibe with that verse
Mm-hmm.
a lot because like that's a you know friends can be interspersed with family members, can be interspersed with people that you feel need protecting. And I feel like sacrificing your life and your, health and well-being for someone else is a very noble thing to do. And I kind of agree with the Bible on that, but like, I don't know, man.
You saying that though makes me think that like, because you're saying it's like friends helping friends. It makes me think like when Jesus was up there, he's like, just up here for my bros, taking one for the team.
Taking it for the team, dude. Who's that lady? That's your mom. Fuck it is.
That was. You're not my
Where's
mother.
Peter? Where's Peter?
Yeah,
Fuck you. Hey, lady, get that fucking lady out of here.
yeah, and then
Where's Peter?
at the end, Mama, oh
Yeah.
mommy.
Yeah, he said, why did my dad forsake me? And then, where's my mom? My human living mom. He didn't say, oh, dad, come help me out. And he's like, where's my mama?
Yeah, little bitch. Hold on, I gotta get out my notebook for all the tallies of why I'm going to hell.
uh, Little bitch.
JC was a little bitch up there in that cross.
What are you crying about on that cross? Because what kind of fucking pussy?
That was definitely
So good.
the Roman guard with the spear next to him. That was definitely what he was saying. Oh, you your mom, you little bitch.
Those dudes are down there playing fucking dice games while these guys are dying of exposure. Just like, oh shit.
Can you stop bleeding on me? I'm bleeding in craps.
Hey, brother, you want to stop the arterial blood spray there, pal?
Yeah, right. Stop complaining. You're drowning out my dice throws.
I'm gonna come up there and break your legs. I'm gonna break your fucking legs over here.
I'm gonna start pulling on all these piggies you got nailed up here.
Oh my god!
All right.
I had to poke you with a spear.
I'll poke your ass right now. You keep. Oh
God!
Shut
That's
your mouth.
That's a different kind of crucifix, Donovan.
Yeah, that's more of the exorcist kind.
That's the kind of the soft red lighting and the straps.
Oh
My god! Okay.
Where'd that swing come from?
Oh my god!
All right. So your experience with this, you watched it all the way through for the first time this time.
Tonight, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it.
All right. And then my experience with it, I watched this a bunch when I was a kid. I didn't see it till I was like 10. I saw trailers for it all the time, and I thought it was the coolest shit because I love puppets. Like the Muppets are my thing. I love puppets. And then Bobby's World was my favorite cartoon when I was a kid. Howie Mandel, who voices Gizmo. So
I did not know that until I watched this. I was like, oh, that's rad.
Yeah.
All-time voice legend Frank Welker's in this movie too.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Who is he? Is he fucking Stripe?
I think he may be. He's like the first person listed on under additional voices.
Oh, that's gnarly. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, Frank Welker, let's go.
Hell yeah!
I
bro.
love a good voice guy that I recognize.
Yeah, me too. It's fucking legit. It makes you feel like you got one up on other people because you're like, I know this guy is also Scooby Doo.
Can I also say that this movie was, you know how I love movie in a movie. This was movie in a movie heaven for me.
Hell yeah, brother.
Like, hey, there's so many movie in a movies here. I only didn't know one of them.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I didn't recognize one of them. I think I know what it is, but
okay,
it's the only thing that would make sense for it to be. But like, we'll talk about it when we get
there. In Gremlins 2, there's a scene where the movie stops and it's like static, and then like Gremlin comes up doing like bunny ears and shit, and you're like, what? It's so meta. It's one of my favorite things in any movie. And then all of a sudden, like the movie kicks back in, and it's just like the Gremlins in different Warner Brothers things for like 2 straight minutes. Like they're fucking with John Wayne in one thing and everything. It's so cool. I'll send it to you after this.
I will say that after watching this, I feel like Gremlins 2 will be too silly for me.
It's way sillier. But it's also funner. It's the way I look at this is how I look at the Ninja Turtles movies. The first one is like, it's more gritty and it's a great movie. It's fucking awesome. The second one is a little bit more fun to watch because it's more like just silly and fun. You know what I mean? But it is a little too, I don't know, man. I think you'd like it. It is just goofy. You know, it's
got Robert Picardo.
It's got Christopher fucking Lee too.
Yeah, the ledge, baby,
Yeah.
the ledge.
This little.
My wife found Count Dooku in the Christmas tree or decoration, and she was like, "Oh, cool. What's Count?" Because my wife loves Star Wars. She's like, "Yeah, Count Dooku's staying there." I was like, "Yeah,
Hell
the
yeah.
legend."
That's
You
awesome.
know?
She
I
like,
was watching Hound of the Baskervilles with my mom,
yeah.
with Peter Cushing playing Sherlock Holmes and Christopher Lee playing Sir Henry, and she's like, "This is." I always thought Vincent Price was on Hound of the Baskervilles. She like argued with me, like, "Mom, Vincent Price has never been Sherlock Holmes. Like,
Yeah.
never played Sherlock Holmes." She's like, "Yes, he did." I'm like,
That's where the whole argument really started.
yeah, I was mad. She was talking shit about Vincent Price. Don't talk shit about Vincent Price. He's a peach.
You know that's not true. You should take that back right now.
Can you imagine? Like, if you eliminate the impossible. Wait, if you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be true.
Oh, that sounds intense. I want to watch
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Moriarty. All right, buddy. I think we're ready to jump into this movie. What say you?
Let's fucking do it, dude.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Steven Spielberg presents Gremlins. Billy Pelser has a nice home,
Billy, is that you?
Yeah, Mom, it's me.
a nice job, a nice girl,
If you're not doing anything this Thursday night, maybe you'd like to go out on a date with me?
I'd love to.
and loving parents who are about to give him
You're gonna like this. No, don't shake it. We're gonna have to open it now. It won't wait till Christmas.
the most unusual gift he ever got.
What is it?
It's your new pet.
Come on, Barney, be a good dog. My dad gave it to me.
But there are a few things to keep in mind. If you expose it to the light, you may hurt it. If you get it wet, it will multiply.
All that from water? They got wet?
Yeah, plain water.
And most important, no matter how much they beg, never, never let them eat after midnight. Because when they do, they change.
Gremlins by Joe Dante. We begin our tale with the classic Warner Brothers logo and fanfare, which reminds me, of course, of the 1989 Batman and various Looney Tunes shorts. You got anything that reminds you of?
Not in particular, but it was like warm and cuddly to me because I was like, "Ooh, that's nice."
Yeah, it's that nice old one where the words come through the screen. It's like
That reminds me of like going to the Looney Tunes store when there were still Looney Tunes stores in the '90s,
for sure.
because like they had just like Warner Brothers stuff playing.
Yeah, that's why it always reminds me of the shorts, because I think there was a Daffy Duck short before something else. I can't remember, but they usually played that beforehand. I fucking love that shit.
Shit.
Do. A slow fade up brings us a man by the name of Rand Peltzer as he strolls down the streets of Chinatown. We are greeted with a voiceover from the same man as he explains how he got there. He informs us that he was only looking for a present for his kid when he came across this one random place. A child leads him down some dark and ominous stairs, and he pauses and asks the kid, "Where are you taking me?" The kid explains that this is the location of his grandfather's store as he continues to show him the way.
He's like Billy's dad, like super fucking racist in this movie. He's like really shitty, and like this voiceover was straight out of a Hard-Boiled Detective thing. They're walking through all these. It's the most set-looking set I've ever seen in my life.
But it's great.
But there's all this neon. There's all this like dinginess. There's tons of people packed in these alleyways, and he's a man with a fedora following a small child who just looks like Short Round for some reason.
True.
Like he's wearing a Yankees cap. He's got the little blue T-shirt on. I'm like, is he supposed to be? I kept looking in the neon to see if I could see Club Obi-Wan somewhere. Because like, oh man, that's like the beginning of Temple of Doom.
Dan Aykroyd walks by.
He's like, I don't know. it was not the way I expected this movie to begin.
No,
You know what I
not at
mean?
all. It's definitely one of those false starts kind of thing where you're like, did I put the right tape on?
Right. The dark alley and a hard city.
Yeah,
The
right.
glow and the warmth of neon on my freshly powdered skin. Oh God, Rand Peltzer, what are you talking about? And like the kid shows him, he's like, "This is my granddad's stories." Are you sure? It looks like a fucking basement.
Yeah,
Like,
it is really sketchy.
you gotta be mean to the kid about it. You know what I mean?
But I do understand the concern a little bit when you're in a different place and the kid's like, just come over here real quick. And you're like, I think some dude's going to be back there waiting with a
Right.
bat.
I'm gonna get stabbed.
Exactly. Inside his grandfather's store is a cornucopia of ancient and interesting treasures. Rand walks around the shop and inspects the items, but instead of finding something to buy, he pulls out one of his many inventions and tries to sell it to the shop owner. He makes a joke about having dragon's breath as he glances over at a giant dragon statue, and when I was like 4, I was like, ha ha ha.
Well, even he realized he was being racist because
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, "Oh, I gotta."
He takes a step back and he's like, my bad. This point is kind of letting us know that he's an inventor. It's like the first little nod that he's like, hey, this guy makes shit. And also to show us that his inventions usually don't work, as he goes to show how to use the toothbrush on his little bathroom buddy gadget and squirts himself with toothpaste. Toothpaste? What's toothpaste?
Toothpaste.
As he asks the shop owner to think it over, he hears the murmurings of a small creature. He follows it to the back of the store and finds a crate covered with a sack. A beautiful shot that's lit by blues and reds, and Rand lifts the sack up to show the silhouette of ears as the creature hums a wonderful melody that I used to be able to do when I was younger, but my voice has gotten deeper and it might not work.
It was so like I love this. There was always something to look at. It was very visually interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's like dried lizards hanging from the ceiling, but the shot is beautiful. So one thing that Joe Dante does very well is like build a sense of menace.
Yeah.
We've seen it in The Howling. We see it here in this movie. He did a little bit of it in Small Soldiers as well, to where like you don't know if like there's kind of almost a sense of destiny as Rand Peltzer is approaching this thing, and like just I really enjoyed it, and the lighting was terrific.
Oh,
I loved
yeah.
how the lighting went from very warm until like when he saw the cage with the Mogwai in it, all the lighting immediately changed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very, very good film craft there. And did his bathroom buddy look like the singularly most inconvenient thing to use ever?
Yes, dude. I never understood why that was even a thing. It just looks
Right away,
so
couldn't sell it to anybody.
right. It was so bulky, and the way that like the razor popped out, that was waiting for a lawsuit, like for real.
There's a pair of like toenail clippers on there that like we know how toenail clippers work. You cannot operate toenail clippers with this giant box.
Getting a
It's
ripping your toenail off.
Right. Just get a pair of pliers at that point. North Korea yourself. It's squirting all shit all over the place. Like if that was toothpaste, brother man, I do not want that. Oh God, nobody's buying that shit.
Rand insists that he needs the animal for his son's Christmas present, offering the old shop owner hundreds of dollars, and yet he refuses. The small boy beckons with his grandfather to take the money, saying that they desperately need it. Saying that they desperately need it. As Rand goes to leave, the little boy tells Rand to meet him outside and that he will bring him the animal. Cut to him waiting outside in an alleyway as the boy brings out a box and asks for the money. The next shot features Rand walking away in slow motion throughout the streets of Chinatown as a voiceover from the boy conveys the 3 rules for having a Mogwai, aka the little creature in the box. Rule 1. Keep it out of the light. Rule 2. Don't get it wet. That's just a hard thing for me to do.
Oh my God.
Rule 3. Don't feed it after midnight.
And like that fade out to the slow-mo was so weird.
Yeah.
It was very strange.
It felt like it was
like
from
that.
a different movie, kind of.
Right. $200 in 1984,
Mm-hmm.
adjusted for inflation, is $623 today. Now you're telling me
Damn.
that this dude saw this cute little guy and was like, "I'm going to give you $600 for it." When we learn that their family is in dire straits financially later, like, don't. Mr. Peltzer's just a bad role model and influence on everyone around him. He just makes like deadly shit. Like, bro, I'm gonna give you $600 for this fucking thing. Like, that would be. It's different if he's like, my 6-year-old daughter would love this cute, adorable thing. Not my ambiguously aged, maybe adult, maybe mentally handicapped son would really, really enjoy this. Like, my son who works as a bank teller but might still be in school. Like, what is happening? How old is Billy Peltzer? Maybe that's why his dad's like, I gotta take this to my son because he's he's got a fucking. We'll talk about Barney later. The singular best boy in the entire world. What a sweet dog. Yeah. What was? But like, that's a living being. I can't imagine, and that might just be me because I'm a dirty, rotten, no good communist liberal. But like, I can't imagine offering someone money to have a living being. You know what I mean? Oh, that's gross to me. I don't know. I also don't eat meat or like kill animals. So like, and all of our animals that live at our house are all rescues.
Yeah.
So we don't really. It's gross to me to pay money for a living creature with its own will and own.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. Rescues is the way to go.
Yeah, and especially since like, gremlins can talk, and they learn words. You know, they can obviously convey meaning and intention. Like, they might not be able to have the same vocabulary as you, but like, they can clearly understand what words mean. And like, it's kind of like the Pokemon thing.
Yeah.
Is Gizmo a Pokemon?
Oh, I fucking hope not.
Is like his attack like cast evil clone?
Oh shit.
And you just have to have an eyedropper with you at any given time when you're about to fight these Pokemon together. And a squirt gun just he pops out a bunch of evil little monsters.
Throwing rocks at him like, get in the ball! I was going to say, I didn't even think about how, like, ridiculous it is that he's trying to give them money for this. Like, they seem like they're about to lose their home.
Yeah.
And he's like, this money could go towards my house, but I'm going to buy this little creature from you instead.
In 1984, $623 is like your house payment.
Exactly. That's
probably two.
That's so fucking funny. Or you could at least used it to finance some new inventions, something to benefit your family.
Yeah. Or an invention that doesn't suck. Maybe get a friend that will help you with the R&D on these inventions, so you're not like blowing shit up every time somebody tries to crack an egg.
Yeah, right. Or at least just to say, I don't know about that one.
You need someone to tell you no. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Before anything comes back up on the screen, we hear the opening chords to the greatest Christmas song ever recorded. Baby Please Come Home by Darlene Love begins to build. That's legitimately my favorite Christmas song.
Christmas! Christmas!
I fucking love that song so much.
Man. It's a banger, dude. I hate Christmas music. Okay, I do not like Christmas. But that's a good ass song.
That's what matters. As long as we can agree on that front.
It's just like, yeah. Well, I hate that people think Christmas starts the day after Halloween. Like, no.
We're not going to get into that again. An image fades into view of a billboard with a local radio station with a character of the host dressed as Indiana Jones. And in comes Darlene blasting her amazing vocals as we see an aerial shot of the town square, the famous Universal backlot.
Yep, that was so familiar. I was like, yeah, I love it. I love that. It just like felt homey to me.
Yeah, it's very welcoming. Feel like you've been there before. You're like, ah.
Is that the same backlot? That's the same one that they used in
Back to the Future?
Back to the Future?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the other backlot that we just saw in Monster Squad was a different backlot.
Yeah, that was the Warner Brothers Ranch.
Okay.
Yeah, and this was the Universal lot. This one, there's another big movie that used it too, but I can't remember. But those are the two biggest ones, I think.
The church looked very, very familiar.
Mm.
And this whole thing is like, this is what cards sell you Christmas as.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said earlier in the episode, like, it was so homey and it was so Christmas. Like, this is why people feel like there should be snow on the ground at Christmas time. You know what I mean? Like, this is beautiful. Everything was so nice. Everybody just had to wear a sweater. It didn't look cold out. It just looked like cold enough for the snow to stay frozen.
Mm-hmm.
And like, oh man, this is so nice. It's so perfect and cute.
Absolutely. I fucking love the way this town looks. I think it's Kingston Falls, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
The ground is covered in snow, and everyone is ready for Christmas as you see little children fighting in snow forts and parents rushing by with presents. A fat old police officer wanders into a tree lot and accidentally steps on a boy dressed as a Christmas tree.
That cracked me up so hard. Like, I laughed so I didn't realize that was Corey Feldman either. Like, I thought it was just some kid in a fucking. It's just, I lost my shit. I thought it was so funny. My wife was like, why is that so funny to you? Like, I had no, he just seemed like he was the most miserable child. I was like, oh, he's got you in the tree again. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very funny. Oh, I love it.
And the cop acted so inconvenienced to have stepped on him. What are you doing there?
He's like mean to the tree salesman too. Like, the cops in this movie were assholes.
Oh yeah, all of them. And instead of apologizing, he just gets irritated with them for being in the way. He then asks the owner to give him a free Christmas tree for the police station. Fucking cheap ass.
Yeah. You get free coffee, dude. You also don't have to actually stop at red lights. Like, this is abuse of power at this point.
Yeah, right. Give me one for the boys down at the station. And then that guy walks up behind him. He's like, I actually pay for my tree, Al.
Good. Yeah, ACAB. Fuck this guy.
Smash cut into a snow-covered Volkswagen Beetle. The engine attempts to turn over multiple times, but to no avail. As the camera pans around, we see Billy Peltzer sitting in his car with his dog. He opens the hood.
Barney, the best dog that's ever been committed to film.
Yeah, he has to go through some shit in this movie.
Oh, Barney.
He opens the hood/trunk, these weird-ass German cars, and observes the damage.
The Germans.
While doing this, his neighbor, Mr. Futterman, takes it as a great moment to take a jab at the foreign car and ramp up how great American-made machines are.
Walter Paisley rocks up and racists at Billy for a little bit, and like, Billy's just like, "I'm a white guy. Like, why are you mad at me?" And you can see what's the actor who played Billy? Jim Gaff. Jim Gaff.
I think it's
Zach Gilligan. Zach Baggins. The fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want, Gremlins? Come at me, bro.
There are things in this life you will never truly understand. And one of them's a mogwai.
I've seen stuff that turn your shit white.
Come out, Stripe. Make your presence known.
What are you some kind of pussy? That's a ghost. Don't talk to ghosts like that.
Did you ever see that one where he lays in the bathtub where a girl took her life, and he's like, I'm laying where you were. Oh, I'm gonna pretend. It's so fucking crazy, dude. And then he's just
that's rude.
Yeah, it was not cool. And they aired it. It's fucked.
Oh, that's kind of gross. Well, so like we've already discussed in a previous Joe Dante picture that my theory that all Dick Miller characters are Walter Paisley hiding from the cops from when he killed all those people in the bucket of blood. But like, why is he so mad about foreign cars? It's like, this foreign piece of shit, foreign pots. You're like, oh my God, why?
I feel like
that car did nothing to you.
I feel like it's definitely a generational thing.
Yeah, but like, Billy wasn't talking to him.
No.
Billy didn't ask him for advice. Billy didn't ask him to help him start his car. He rocked up and said, "This foreign piece of shit." And you're like, oh my God.
This is why you go American made.
I'm like, oh my God. He literally just like racists at him. And you can see Zach Galligan like kind of go, Okay, Mr. Fetterman. He's
Yeah.
like, you should get this fucking foreign fucking cars over here. Like, oh.
To be fair, though, that is how most of Billy's interactions go, where he's just like, "Okay, bye."
Like, everybody in this town is just insane, including his own father.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like Billy, his mom, Kate, and Corey Feldman are the only sane people in this entire town,
I
and
would.
everybody else is just like,
I'd wager that the mom is the only one.
oh man, Billy Peltzer's mom's a fucking
She's
badass,
so
dude.
awesome. As Billy walks away from Mr. Futterman, I put Mr. Butterman. As Billy
That's a
walks,
different movie.
yeah. As Billy walks away, Mr. Fetterman asks how his art career is going, saying he expects to see him in the funny pages one day. And before he can answer, he has to run off to get to his job at the bank, followed by his dog, Barney. Billy makes his way through the town as fast as he can, which is an awesome tracking shot because we get to see the townsfolk and how wonderful like Middletown America looks here.
It's beautiful. It's great stuff. I really like it. Like, this is great. I wish that places like this would not be backwards and weird, and there'd be like cool people and like lots of diversity in places like that. But
But
if
man,
you could have, like old timey small townery without like bigots, that would just be like an ideal world, you know. But like most old timey small towns are just full of bigots.
'cause America.
America, man.
Billy arrives at his bank job, sneaking in as fast as he can and clipping on his clip-on tie. I know it was redundant to say that twice, but it's a fucking clip-on tie. He hides his dog Barney under the desk of his teller station, if that makes any sense. And then there's a quick shot introducing us to one of my first crushes of my entire childhood, Phoebe Cates. This wasn't the first film I saw her in, though. That would be Drop Dead Fred.
Drop Dead Fred. What is Drop Dead Fred?
You've never seen Drop Dead Fred or heard of it?
No.
Drop Dead Fred is this wonderful little movie that seems like it's for kids, but it's definitely for an older audience. Where this lady, she used to have an imaginary friend who her mother made disappear through emotionally abusing her, basically.
Oh God.
Yeah, and when she's older, she's getting a divorce from her husband, so she's like going through like a midlife crisis kind of thing, and she finds the thing that her mom hid the best imaginary friend in, and unleashes him. So now she's an adult with an imaginary friend that's trying to help her get her life back together, but he's like a fucking crazy person.
Yo, and this was like in the 90s, like the
Yeah,
80s.
it's in the 90s. It was such a good movie.
Oh,
It's
cool.
funny, but then like the whole movie turns out being like facing your mom who was abusive and like becoming herself, and when she finally like loves herself again, he disappears. It's like this really awesome movie that I should not have been
Oh
watching at
wow.
like 8 years old, being like, this is great. But yeah, that's the first time I ever
I
saw.
fully understand all the themes in this picture.
You're right. My mother was also not nice to me. But that was the first time I ever saw Phoebe Cates, and I just thought she was like so beautiful. I was like, this is one of the prettiest things I've ever seen in my life.
A thing, huh? You fucking nasty ass
No,
man.
I say thing because I mean above people. She's like sunset, all that kind of stuff.
Does your wife listen to this show?
That's how I talk to her too, Zach. Shut up.
You get an ass whooping talking about Phoebe Cates.
That's how I felt when I was a child.
You know what I say? Never trust someone with two first names.
Oh,
She's on that list. Kate's. You can only have one Kate.
She runs over with a petition that she asked. She runs over with a petition that she's trying to get Billy to sign. It will mark down a local bar as a historical landmark, so it can't be demolished. Who's trying to demolish it? Why, the town landlord and royal bastard, Mrs. Deagle, the human dildo.
Mrs. Deagle, the most cartoonish villain that has ever cartoonishly villained outside of our actual current political climate. Like she's walking down the street with this decapitated snowman head, and everybody's like, "Oh, hey, Mrs. Deagle, so fuck off!" Like, oh my god! And she gets. I do not want to spoil it, but I laughed so hard I cried.
Oh, what happens
when
with her?
yeah. Oh, I can't wait to get to it. It's one of the best things I've ever seen in a movie.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
great. And the way they speed it up is like adds to the comedy. It's so good.
she is evil. Like you want to make a heel a heel. You
Mm-hmm.
have them hate a dog. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
who hates dogs?
Evil
Like who
people.
doesn't like dogs? Evil people. That's who
Mhm.
doesn't like dogs.
Knowing that just describing this dastardly woman isn't enough, we're introduced to her as she stomps down the street holding a wildly large snowman head. Before she can get to the bank, she's stopped by a woman who exclaims that she's been sick and her husband has finally picked up a new job, and she asks for the rent to be extended about a week. That idea is dashed with a bunch of rude remarks as she storms off. I can't remember exactly what she says, but she says like something like fuck, I can't remember.
Her kids are like sniffling, like actively sick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what did she say? She said, I can't remember what she said either. She said something about you should have thought of that before you had kids or something.
Yeah, something
Or
close to that. And then when she walks away, the little kids go, "I'm hungry, Mom," and she goes, "Me too." I remember feeling
my
like that's so
God.
horrible.
Is Mrs. Deagle supposed to be Scrooge coded? Maybe
I think so. Yeah, that makes a lot of
is it
sense.
the Christmas movie?
Pushing her way through the crowd in the bank, she stops at Billy's desk, informing her that his dog Barney knocked over her snowman and broke it. Billy offers to pay for it, but she exclaims that she's not there for money. She wants his dog, saying that she'll catch him herself and she'll slowly and painfully kill Barney, the dog.
Holy shit!
She wants to kill the dog, preferably by putting him in a dryer. This lady's a fucking psychopath.
Psychopath. Like I got heated. I'm like, don't you talk about Barney like that. Do you want? It's gonna be on site with Mrs. Deagle. Like you better watch out, lady. You talk about Barney like that, I'll just fucking hit you with a snow shovel. Like, oh, excuse me, sorry.
Right. I was
Wow.
trying to. I was trying to lay salt. You salty bitch.
Don't even look at Barney. Don't even breathe within 10 feet of Barney. I will die for Barney.
Hearing those words and obviously getting more and more upset and distressed, Barney the dog leaps from underneath Billy's desk and attacks Mrs. Well, not even attacks. He just jumps on her.
Oh, he's got her arm, dude.
Oh, does
he's
he?
tugging at her sleeve.
I
Yeah.
don't remember.
When I say good boy, I mean the dog actor, whose name is Mushroom, by the way.
Aw.
Very, very funny that he is just named Mushroom. Well, like, this is actually a terrific dog actor because they
Yeah.
always say that animals are super hard to work with, right? That he's like gripping on her sleeve. They probably trained her to know how to take that and whatever, right? But like, there's some other spots. I think there's a thing when Billy and his dad come out of the house later, where like Barney just comes out and sits down, like where he's supposed to sit. He hits his marks. Like this is
Yeah.
like a very, very good dog actor. I'm like, holy shit.
Giving him his props.
I don't know if anybody notices that shit but me, but like I noticed he was very, very good at being okay with some things.
Yeah.
Especially with these puppets being all freaky around him, and he didn't get too tripped out.
That's true. And then the shit that happens with the lights in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
As Billy's boss pulls off Barney, Mrs. Deagle hams it up to make it seem like she's really in danger, and she's led away as she pretends to cry.
Oh god, it's so bad. Fuck this lady.
Interior, bar, Middletown, USA. Billy Peltzer's drawing another awesome picture. This one is of Mrs. Deagle as a dragon. A barfly comments on it and says that it's a pretty damn good drawing, and it is. That's when Gerald walks into the bar, played by none other than Judge Reinhold.
A wild Judge Reinhold appears. Yeah, we love a good Judge Reinhold. But he's not. Man, he was really rude. Like all that
Yeah.
sweet Judge Reinhold, like sweetness energy, turned into being a heel.
Yeah.
Is like sinister.
Yes.
He's being mean to Billy. I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to see Judge Reinhold as a bad guy. Like, why is he mean? He's supposed to be like the cute dope. Like, come
Yep.
on.
That's the thing with him, though. He's really good at playing a dick. And that's what he does here again, just like he does in the Santa Claus.
Judge Reinhold's in the Santa Claus?
Yeah, he's Neil, the stepdad.
Oh no! Maybe
Yeah.
that's why I blocked it out because I don't want to see. I think my favorite Judge Reinhold is Beverly Hills Cop.
Yep, me too, 100%.
because it's just like, yeah, we love. Oh, that's so fun.
He's so innocent. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
They
But he
took him at a
says
strip club, and he doesn't know what. Oh, he's embarrassed.
he says some shit to Billy here.
Oh yeah, he does. Where did I go? Shit. Kate, played by Phoebe Cates, comes over and asks Billy if he needs anything, and Gerald takes this opportunity to flirt with her as hardcore as he can, saying things like, "Come on, we're talking cable," when describing his apartment. And what a
Yes, the thing
gross,
that has
weird dildo.
yeah, how gross. Like the thing that has enraptured so many women for decades. It's like, I've got cool TV shit. Nobody cares about that. They usually care about you if you like treated her like a human.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. Hot take there, Judge Reinhold. treat Katie like she's a human being, and maybe she wouldn't fucking she would actually give you the time of day.
Right.
Like, he says some stuff to Billy about like, he says some rude shit about his dad. He says like, "Oh, I heard you're supporting the whole family."
Yeah.
Which I'm like, dude, even in 1984, him working as a bank teller, it's like he should be able to afford that house.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
I think he calls him Captain Clip-On too.
Man, what a dickhead.
He's like,
I don't want to think Judge Reinhold's a dickhead.
"Hey, Captain Clip-On, guess who almost joined unemployment today?" That's what he says. So
Hugh. And there's a line in here where he says, "I'm only 23 years old." Like,
no, you're not.
that's a 35-year-old man. And that's what made me think, like, how old is Billy supposed to be? This is my whole bugbear through the whole movie.
Yeah.
How old is Billy Peltzer supposed to be? He's hanging around with Corey Feldman, which, like, this is a grown adult person
Yeah.
that I'm seeing on the screen. He has a grown adult person job. Because, like, he's a bank teller. Like, you couldn't make him flip burgers at the burger spot. Or you couldn't make him deliver pizzas or something. Like, he's a bank teller, but he goes home and draws comic books with a 10-year-old or whatever. Like, I don't know. It was very weird to me. And George Reinhold says to him, I'm 23 and I'll be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. And I'm like, yeah, how old is Billy? What are the rules? What is our time frame?
Right.
And Billy's like, "Oh yeah, I work as a bank teller, and I say mom." He calls his mom for fucking everything. Like he's like 12.
Yep.
Oh my god, what is this movie? How old is this child?
Well, when he hits on Kate, she makes it very clear that she's not interested, and that's when the scene ends abruptly.
Yeah. But when you say he, you mean Judge Reinhold, because she does not give a shit, but she is into Billy.
Oh, yeah, she makes that very clear like 19 times.
Yeah.
She's basically like, no, she is. She tells him to walk her home.
Mm-hmm.
That might be later on, but she does at one point. Billy walks into the front door of his home where two swords hang on the wall. One of them falls, and it's almost too obvious that these swords are going to come into play later.
Did someone drop Chekhov's sword? Did anybody drop Mr. Chekhov? Your sword fell on the floor.
Billy's mom calls out to him from the kitchen as he goes in to meet her. Using a bunch of his father's inventions, he attempts to help her make dinner, but alas, they do not work. One of which being an egg cracker that just smashes the shit out of the eggs instead of cracking them.
It was so funny, and you can see the dread on Billy's face, and because he looks at this invention, he's like, "Oh my god,
I don't want to use this thing."
I find it very, very funny that even though they all know that Mr. Peltzer's inventions suck, they still use the shit just to like humor him. Mm-hmm. I'm like, his mom is dealing with these shitty inventions the entire movie, and it's so funny. Oh my god!
There's one part that really cracks me up because she's like super supportive of all of it, but then she still tries to when he calls from the convention, and she tries to use the wireless phone. She like 6 times, but then she picks up the thing, and he's like, "Why didn't you use the wireless phone?"
It's so fucking funny.
As they clean up the mess, they hear the front door open. It's Billy's dad, Rand. They agree to not tell him about the broken inventions and meet him in the living room. Rand greets Billy at the door with his present. Taking it, Billy shakes it to see what's inside, and he just murdered a mogwai.
Oh, we missed a movie in a movie moment. His
Oh.
mom was watching It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh,
in the
yeah, she
kitchen.
was. Yep. Rand grabs the box and tells him to turn off the lights as they sit down. The lights dim, and Billy unravels the box.
This is where I started to get the impression that Billy Peltzer is kind of an idiot. Because the moment somebody gives you a box that there's audibly something alive inside, because you can hear it.
Yeah.
Gizmo is going
Yeah.
inside, and Billy's like, "What's in this thing?" Like, oh god, this guy's a moron. Like, he has no evidence. Like, there's actual physical evidence for things happening later that he's like, I mean, I guess everything will be fine. Like, no, it's not.
No.
It's dangerous.
Yep, we need to figure this out, Billy.
I'm gonna shake this obviously living thing. Like, Gizmo puts up with so much shit.
Uh-huh. Absolutely.
Why is he so cool?
Especially from this guy.
Yeah, what a dick.
Removing the lid, something jumps out quickly and goes back inside. It's too quick to really get a glimpse of what it is, but then the creature slowly climbs out of the top. It looks like a furry Yoda, but much cuter. Its ears and everything about it are amazing practical effects.
Oh my god.
This puppet blew my mind when I was little, and there's obviously 2 different models being used at this time. One's for close-ups and one's for further away. Rand tells Billy that this creature is called a Mogwai, but he just calls him Gizmo. Billy's mom goes to take an adorable family photo with the new little friend, and the flash goes off on the camera. Gizmo has a seizure and poops and pees in his pants.
I don't know why. God, I hate you. I should have known it was coming. I should have known. No. You get me every fucking time.
This is the prime opportunity for Rand to explain the rules for Gizmo, and he does.
Why? Every time. Okay.
In our next shot, Billy sits in his attic bedroom and plays with a keyboard while Gizmo hums the notes back to him. He then...
That's so adorable.
Oh, I know. I love that shot. The way it just slowly pans in on them.
The puppet is so incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is why Grogu works so well.
Yep.
Because it's a real thing in real time, having actual light. Like, I guarantee you, the designers of that puppet made sure that the ears on Gizmo were a different material than the rest of his body, so light could pass through his ears and be translucent, so he looked like a more natural creature. Like, it's incredible.
You can see the veins
the
and
puppetry
everything
is
in there,
incredible. Oh, there's a moment when Barney, Billy has Gizmo on his lap, and the cables are probably running beside his lap or whatever.
Yeah.
And Barney gets up on the couch and he licks Gizmo's ear, and the puppeteer, in real time, seeing this happen, has Gizmo react by pulling his ear back and kind of look at Barney. I'm like, this is peak movie puppetry stuff.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Like, that instant got me for the whole movie. Like, everything else in the movie could have sucked.
Yeah.
But like, just that moment of everybody on that set clicking so well, and him being able to react to Barney doing something he wasn't supposed to do, was just like, oh my god, let's go.
Absolutely. I agree with you 100%. I used to think about that scene all the time when I was a kid. It always caught my eye. I love it. I love this movie so much.
Puppets, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And more evidence that Billy Peltzer is an absolute moron, because he tries to show Gizmo his own reflection, and he just shines the light right in his eyes. Like, you knew that was gonna happen, you dipshit. Like, come on.
I don't know how mirrors work.
Right. Hi, I'm Billy Peltzer. I might be 15. I might be 35. I have no idea.
He then teaches Billy how to play the tune that he hums. It's a very sweet and touching moment. When Billy places a Santa hat on Gizmo, there's a shot of Barney where he kind of looks incredibly jealous.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's a good dog actor. Like, how do you get a dog to do that?
Right. It's okay, though, because then Billy uses a mirror to try to show Gizmo, but the reflection shines light right in his face, and Barney thinks, "This is perfect, you little asshole."
That's what you get.
Let's just get rid of this little bastard, and I can be your best friend again. Carrying Gizmo to the bathroom, Billy grabs some gauze to place on Gizmo's head. It's the first time you see a bonding moment, really, between the two of them, and it works incredibly well. The scene finishes with Billy and Gizmo climbing into bed and cuddling up as Gizmo lays his little wrapped head down and falls asleep.
Oh.
The next
It's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
He sets Gizmo on the sink in the bathroom, and because I hadn't seen this all the way through. I didn't remember the first time I saw it. I didn't know if like he dropped him in the sink and that's when he got wet, but like because he put him on the edge of the sink, and again that's more tension building stuff.
Yeah.
You know they've already told you that the rules are you're not supposed to get the Mogwai wet, but he puts him on the edge of the sink. And I'm like, this kid is such a fucking idiot at this point. He's just a moron. They're like, how do you live? How do the Peltzers live in their lives? And like, I'm glad it didn't happen, but it would just like it made me stressed out because I thought that's when all the evil gremlins were going to show up.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The next morning, Billy walks up to one of his dad's inventions, an orange juicer. Putting more faith in this device than he should, Billy drops in a few oranges and waits in anticipation for the juice.
It's so fucking funny, dude. So funny. Oh my god.
That sounded way more gross than I intended.
I'm just gonna open my mouth and wait for the juice. Like everything is violent. Everything is just splatter. Like you could see Billy like contemplates that machine.
Mm-hmm. Like, it starts to work for a second.
And he's like, oh, okay. Oh, God.
Fucking splatters everywhere. Pulp all over the place. The front door opens as an anthropomorphic Christmas tree drags in one of its brethren and drops it to the floor. The monster...
And I still like to believe that this poor child has been in this Christmas tree. And it's not a Christmas tree costume. Like, he has Christmas tree parts strapped to his body. Like, he has branches strapped. Like, I just have this image that this poor child is just, like, laying in the bed just covered in pine needles.
Oh,
like,
my God. Yeah, that makes me itchy just thinking about it. Jesus Christ.
Oh, my God.
The monstrosity calls out for Billy as it slinks towards the kitchen, where Billy has experienced what it's like when 13 oranges explode in your face at once.
And like he puts an orange in this machine, and it's like Ninja Movie blood volumes. I was like, that was one orange. God damn, it's just like, oh my lord!
It's like
have you seen?
Huh?
What are you about to say?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No. Oh yeah, that's great. That's even better. I was gonna say it's like in the movie What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
And he bites that lady's neck.
And
it's just
stop.
all over the floor. Yeah, it's so fucking fun. Oh
my God, I can't say the word now.
You can?
The anthropomorphic tree takes off its head, and we see that inside is little Corey Feldman.
Oh my God.
He's come to drop off the Christmas tree for the Peltzers and decides to see what Billy's been up to. And let me tell you, buddy, it's been a lot, because he's got a new little friend that he's going to introduce you to. Billy lets Corey to his room and he shows him Gizmo. Gizmo does his usual little routine and hums melodically as he looks off into the distance. Corey asks if he can hold him, and Billy answers, of course. But while reaching across the table to grab him, Corey accidentally knocks over a glass of water and paintbrushes and spills it onto Gizmo, who immediately reacts.
And it's horrifying.
Yep.
Like Gizmo's like struggling and like he's kicking and screaming and crying. I'm like, oh no, what did they do to this poor baby Mogwai? I can't take it. My little heart. I'm like, oh. Anytime an animal is in distress, I just want to cry. You could kill 1,000 people, but I'm just like, no, not Gizmo, you son of a bitch.
Not the baby.
I'll write you a strongly worded letter.
He begins to squeal and scream as he falls down and writhes on the ground. As he screeches with pain, little furry balls pop out of his back and land across the room. They begin to pulsate and grow as little ears form and unravel, and the balls themselves unfurl into little creatures, other little Mogwais. And Gizmo looks pretty fucking concerned.
And so here's my question about, and I would love to know more world building detail about Mogwai and stuff. Is there any comic books about Gremlins? I know that there's an animated prequel.
That's the only one I know of, yeah.
So like, I want to know, how did Gizmo know those uh, bud spawns were going to be evil? Like, is
Yeah.
he the only good Mogwai? Like, did he know? Like, I just kind of wanted to understand how he knew that.
Yeah, right. Like why he was scared of it and everything.
Right.
But Corey counts off the new Mogwais and asks if he can have one, pointing at the one with the stripe on his head. The Mogwai reaches out and tries to bite him in the finger, but he misses. And then Corey is no longer interested. Before before the scene ends, we see one more close-up of Gigmo. Before
Gizmo.
before the scene ends, we see one more close-up of Gizmo, who looks downright distraught.
Oh, he's so sad.
Inside the garage, Rand Peltzer is working on a new device, some kind of car dealer and shuffler. Car dealer.
Which
Yeah, no. Go ahead.
it also looks like it could be vaguely threatening as well. Like,
Yeah.
you make one poor adjustment, those cards are coming out of there at a velocity sharp enough to like, fast enough to like cut your skin. Like, oh my god!
It looks like a fucking battle bot. Billy walks into the room and asks his father what he's doing and is immediately showed an updated version of the bathroom buddy. Taking it from his father, Billy asks what this button does and sprays him with a shit ton of shaving cream. This is when Billy informs his dad that Gizmo and Mogwais in general multiply with water. In the living room, the Mogwai have gone absolutely batshit and ripped open all the Christmas presents. Rand Peltzer looks over them and thinks, we could do this and give every kid in America one of these, already labeling it the Peltzer Pet. And this seems like a great idea if I do say so myself.
Yeah, oh yeah. You see mischievous little guys, and you immediately think. And I think this is where one of the criticisms of commercialism comes in.
Yeah.
Because like, Billy Peltzer's dad's immediately like, I could sell these living creatures like a commodity. No, you can't sell a living being like a commodity, sir. That's why like so many people buy ducklings for their kids around Easter.
Yeah.
And then like they'll just like let them loose because as once it's not a duckling anymore, people don't want it. Or like even baby bunnies, they'll let baby bunnies just out and shit.
It's
like, what the hell?
Nah.
Living beings are not something you can sell, but well, they are because human beings are horrible creatures. But like, I was just like, oh, I felt like Billy Peltzer's dad, Mr. Peltzer Rand, was the actual villain of the piece. It wasn't Mrs. Deagle. It wasn't Stripe. It's like Billy Peltzer's dad just being kind of like this sales-driven kind of dickhead. It's just like, oh, he's gonna ruin this entire town and fucking maybe kill his family in the pursuit of just like having what he wants and thinking he can just give somebody money for something a guy said, I don't think you can handle this.
Yeah, that's true.
The true moral of the story is you can't let the whites have anything because they're gonna fuck it up. That very nice Chinese grandpa was like, no. And he said, I'll give you $200. He said, no. And then the kid is like, here, I'll give it to you. And he fucked it up because he has no respect.
He's like, don't you see the tone of my skin? Give me what I want.
I'm going to ruin your shit. Blame you.
Yep. Later that night, Gizmo, Billy, and the Mogwais lay in bed sleeping. Or at least the Mogwais look like they're sleeping.
They're so fucking cute in their little suitcase. I just want to hug them all. Well, I want a Gizmo puppet now.
I have like 3 of them. Grayson just got a Gizmo Fuggler too.
Oh, dude. Oh, that's rad.
Yeah, he got it for Christmas.
Does it have teeth?
Yeah. I'll send you a picture of it. It looks really cool. Billy wakes to realize that Barney has gone missing, but he can hear him whining somewhere. Mm-hmm. Following the whimpers downstairs and out the front door, we find Barney hanging up on the front porch by Christmas lights. Although he may look like he's deceased, he is not. I used to be when the first time I saw this, I thought he was gone. You know what I mean?
Oh no, he's wagging his tail, dude. He's panting. Yeah, he's physically breathing. I was like, holy shit! Are they gonna kill a dog in this movie?
Well, it's evident that he's okay because Billy's seen warming him up in the kitchen in the next shot. All while Rand tests out his inventions for a convention that he's headed to. He ensures Billy that everything will be okay and he will take care of everything when he gets back.
He has a giant fly swatter death spin gun. Like, you will kill someone with that. That is not for flies. That's for like, he's like eliminating like 1,000 flies with this giant death gun. He's got a trigger operated hammer that has all these electric motors on it that makes the hammerhead go. Like, this man's not making inventions that help people. He's just like creating weapons.
Yeah.
Which I thought were gonna come into play more, but they didn't.
Like when they fought the Gremlins or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought like that was kind of a, and they did go a little more silly than I personally would have. I would have made it much more of a desperate, violent, dark thing. But that's just me, and I'm also not marketing my headcanon to children either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have had Billy Peltzer's mom like have to chainsaw some gremlin in half. They split open right in front of her, just squirting all his blood.
Hell yeah.
She has a King Kong and where she yanks their lower jaw and their head apart.
That's the best part of Skull Island, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking
That's the best part of the Peter Jackson one too.
And when he fucking picks up that tree and he rips all the branches off of it and turns it into a bat and just fucks that monster up. Oh, so good.
That's a reference to King Kong versus Godzilla, the one in like 1965.
Oh, really?
Because
so cool.
Kong picks up a tree and shoves it down Godzilla's throat.
Ha! That's rad.
Yeah. Monster vs. Kong is my favorite fucking giant monster.
That's so cool.
He rules.
The next day, Billy gets to the local high school and brings Gizmo in to a science teacher for studying. Can I just say, after all these years of enjoying this movie, this is one of the most dumb and most despicable things that Billy could have done. He should have just followed the rules and taken care of this pet that he supposedly loves instead of taking him to a place where he knows that he would be poked and prodded. This is bogus as hell, Billy. Bogus as hell.
But he takes one of the spawn. He doesn't take Gizmo.
He takes Gizmo first because he makes him wet.
Oh yeah, and this is so. My wife thought I was being a little too uncharitable when I was like, they're torturing the poor thing to get it to reproduce, and she's like, well, all animals are in pain when they reproduce. Like, yeah, but like he seems like he's in a ton of pain.
No, I agree with you.
She was like, is it because you're thinking of it as a he? Like, no. I was like, he was kicking and screaming. I'm sure all mama animals are in horrible amounts of pain. They have to push a whole ass animal out.
Right.
But like, it looked very awful. It didn't look like okay, I have to reproduce now. It looked like I'm being tortured.
Well, it's also got that layer of like Billy knowing that it's painful. Billy's seen him go through this before, and he's willingly doing it again. That's just really fucked up.
The science teacher, Mr. Hansen, here is played by an actor I really like, Mr. Glenn Turman, and he was Colonel Taylor in A Different World, which I loved. A Different World when I was a kid.
Awesome.
It had Whitley Gilbert and Dwayne Wayne and all those guys.
Jasmine Guy was on that too, right?
Yeah, Jasmine Guy. Cree Summer, all-time voice legend. Cree Summer is in that movie. Yeah, Jasmine Guy plays Whitley Gilbert.
Yeah.
And he was also in one of the adaptations of Sahara. He plays Frank, the WHO guy in Sahara that gets killed by the bad guys. But I think he's so good. Anything I've ever seen him in, he's just great. And I was like, oh, he looked like a baby here. Like, how much earlier than Different World was this? Because like he seems older in A Different World. But like this, he seemed like a very young man.
Different World was close to the 90s, wasn't it? Early 90s?
Yeah, I think it was like very, very late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, that makes sense. Again, bogus as hell, Billy, for what you're doing here to Gizmo. The teacher looks on as another mogwai sprouts out of Gizmo's back. After that, he insists that Billy lets him keep one overnight for an observation, and Billy agrees. Again, this is just fucking weird and bogus. Billy's just like, another living creature that I forced to become sentient. You can keep it to do whatever you want.
This is weird. Yeah.
Later on, we're back at the bar, and Kate's closing up shop for the night. Mr. Futterman is the last patron of the night as he is. Mr. Futterman is the last patron of the night as he is let out the door and locked behind. He attempts to climb into the cab of his plow, but it doesn't start. He blames it on the Gremlins. And this confused me when I was little because I thought that he already knew what they were. I didn't realize that they were like a common term for little monsters. Like the ones in the Looney Tunes.
I was just gonna say that Bugs Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
They insist he walks on that night, and he relents and he walks off. Billy and Kate then walk home as they talk about their life and where they believe their lives are going. And
Do you
this, go ahead,
do you remember why Mr. Fetterman was mad about his tractor though?
because it was a foreign piece of shit.
He opened it up to fix it, and it was all full of foreign parts. Like, holy! So he racists at Kate until she gets him out the door. Then he racists at Billy, and then he racists at an inanimate object. And he's like, "I just you said fucking foreign fucking parts." Here's my question: do you think Mr. Futterman would think that Canadian manufacturing is foreign parts? Like everything just has to be American. Like, oh my god, he's just trying so hard to not show people he's Walter Paisley that he's like going way too hard in the opposite direction.
I'm in the witness protection program.
I didn't cover a cat in clay and claim it as my own sculpture. No way, it was the foreigners.
As Kate and Billy walk on, this leads to one of the darker thoughts and moments in the movie, where Kate is explaining that some people are depressed around the holidays rather than happy, telling Billy that while some people are opening presents on Christmas, some people are opening their wrists.
And that's a little extreme. Like I understand like this, I'm sure it's very triggering for her, and it is very 100% true that the rate of people harming themselves is a lot higher around the holidays. But like, it just seemed like to say that was like some people are opening their wrists. Like, oh God, Kate, Jesus Christ.
That's exactly how she says it. She says it very matter of factly. After Billy's like, "I like Christmas," she's like, "Oh yeah." In this moment, it's at this moment that Billy learns that Kate hates Christmas, which we will find out why later. After dropping her off at the door, Billy decides that now is a good time as any to drop some riz. He very smoothly asks Kate out on a date, and she responds very quickly with a yes. And Billy's reaction here is pretty damn funny because you can tell that he's surprised by her response. A yes? Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, I was thinking like, oh my God, like how can this child not see that this girl likes him?
Right.
She's like obviously like being very nice to him, and like even in a way that's not like, because sometimes it's easy for dudes to think that a woman being nice to them means they like him.
Right. Well, she's like, straight up flirting with him, like that part.
Yeah, she's straight up flirting with him. She picks a lint off of his suit jacket, like very, very not familial, but very like, this is a person that I like spending time with.
Yeah, that part where they're talking to Gerald in the bar where he's hitting on her. She has that moment where she like says something sideways to him, but she looks at Billy when she does, which is kind of like saying like, "I don't like him, buddy. I like you." Interior high school, shitty science teacher's office. The teacher that Billy left the Mogwai with earlier is doing blood tests, stabbing the Mogwai with a very large needle.
To this proportion of this poor Mogwai's body, that's a lot of blood.
Yeah.
Like he takes almost like a full syringe full of blood out of this Mogwai. I'm like, this thing's only like 6 inches tall, dude.
Yep.
You take it easy, Dr. Stabula.
Dude's gonna be a little woozy.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the Peltzer home, Billy is watching the classic black and white Invasion of the Body Snatchers movie within a movie.
Let's go. I think we maybe missed another one.
Oh, really?
There was Invasion of the Body Snatchers, Wonderful Life, another Christmas movie, and what I think, because they're watching.
It's Miracle on 34th Street on here?
Miracle on 34th Street. And I think what they're watching in one scene is the original Fast and the Furious.
Oh, okay. Then, of course, there's Snow White, too.
Yes.
They're watching Invasion of the Body Snatchers, particularly the part where they discover the oozing pod people. Foreshadowing? Maybe. Definitely. The Mogwais exclaim that they're hungry and demand sustenance. Billy looks over and sees that it's only 11:30, not midnight yet, so these guys can eat. He brings up a giant plate of fried chicken and offers some to Gizmo, who quickly refuses.
No.
Huh.
No. This is not fried chicken. This is what looks to be baked or boiled chicken legs that are not seasoned in any way. They're not golden, crispy, delicious, wonderful fried chicken, sir. No, 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 no. This is pale. It's wan. It's just this foul 80s looking food. This is before white people discovered that there was more than Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper. It's like, oh my God. Like, you couldn't put some paprika on that shit.
Hey,
You know, some herbes de Provence. Like, it's chicken. Come on. Like,
that's
oh,
what
it's
Billy
gross.
calls it. Billy calls it fried chicken.
Fried fucking chicken, my ass. If that chicken is fried, I will shave my beard.
Well, when he offers some to Gizmo, Gizmo's always like, I can't do it. And it's like, oh, why
Because
is...
it looks nasty. Not because he knows it's after midnight, because it's nasty.
The Mogwais chow down as Billy gets comfortable for bed. Across town inside the science lab, a Mogwai reaches over and grabs a sandwich that the teacher didn't finish. We cut back, and Billy is lying in bed watching the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers still. The man on the TV screams, "You're next!" as we fade to black.
And as the Mogwai are eating this disgusting chicken, like the shots are really nice and up close and nightmarish. Like it's very like cannibal Holocaust, like zombie eating in a George Romero movie coded type thing. It was a really nice sense of threat there.
Yeah, and it's like actually kind of gross sounding when they do it too. The Foley artists were on a 10.
Oh man, everybody's on a 10. This is one of those movies where you know the whole team is working 100% and everybody's pulling their weight. It's just so good.
Yep.
There's so many little puppets in every little scene. There's oh, come on. Give me this.
Chemistry's on point.
Yeah, everybody's great together.
We fade on to a close-up of Gizmo, who clearly and audibly says, "Uh-oh. Uh-oh." As the camera pans across the room, we see busted and decrepit pods oozing and covered in slime. But they aren't empty now, and Billy calls for his... They aren't empty yet, right? No. But they aren't empty now, and Billy calls for his mom and asks her if she sees anything weird. She states he hasn't, but asks Billy if he's done anything wrong. Like, feed them after midnight. Like, she's on fucking point. She says that right away. He says he fed them last night, but it was before midnight, as he looks over at his alarm clock. It still reads 11:30. He follows the cord and realizes it's been cut? Mom, what's going on here?
Billy Peltzer is an idiot. That's what's going on here. Like, you obviously got bamboozled. Mom, what's going on here? No wonder this kid can't live by himself. Like, you see, I have clearly been tricked. This is what I was talking about earlier. He has a clear train of evidence that he has been tricked into feeding these Mogwai later. Like, oh, it said 11:30, but they cut the cord. What's going on? What do you fucking think is going on? Go to the garage and get a gun. You know, find someone with a weapon and shoot these eggs. Oh! Like, you did this to yourself, you dumb piece of shit. Like, oh my God. And the eggs looked incredible too. Yeah. They've got all this nice texture. They're gooey as hell. They aren't empty at this point.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Back at the teacher's office, and another large seed pod has grown inside the cage where the Mogwai was. Billy, Corey, and the teacher sit around the cage as the teacher attempts to cut the pod free, explaining that the Mogwai must be going through a sort of metamorphosis, like a caterpillar. But Corey makes a joke here where he's like, "You mean like my mom?" Meaning menopause.
Yeah, it's going through a big change of life. Like my mom? Like, okay. All right.
Over at the Peltzer home, Billy's mom is making homemade gingerbread cookies. The phone rings and she attempts to answer it with one of Rand's inventions, but it's to no avail. When she finally answers with the handheld, he asks, "Why aren't you using my invention?" And she says that she wasn't near it because she's like avoiding hurting her husband's feelings. He informs her that he's going to be gone for a little bit longer than he expected.
And Rand Peltzer is at the Inventors Convention, which more fun Easter eggs because Joe Dante is a giant nerd. Mm-hmm. The only two that I noticed, and I think there was one of the Doctor Who's hats somewhere. Mm-hmm. But behind Mr. Peltzer is the OG time machine from the 60s H.G. Wells' Time Machine movie.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that one?
No, but I knew about this thing.
Oh man, you got to see it. We should watch it together.
Okay.
The Morlocks in that one are like terrifying because they have these like luminous eyes.
Oh shit.
It's really great. And then Robbie the Robot's walking around.
Yeah.
And there probably were other ones, but I didn't notice.
Yeah, that one's cool because he makes a phone call. Yeah, that's pretty rad.
And like Robbie the Robot's behind him. He's like, "Is 60 gallons enough, sir?" It's like direct lines from Forbidden Planet, which I love a good Forbidden Planet. I like that movie a lot.
Yeah. Smash cut back to the bank. Billy is at his usual 9 to 5 when he overhears the woman from earlier asking if again she can have her rent extended because she can't afford it at the moment. She even explains to ask Mrs. Deagle, who just so happens to be in the lobby. Mrs. Deagle pushes her way towards the front of the line and forces Billy to deposit some money into her account. She asks him where Barney is, and he informs her that he's on vacation, to which she replies he better keep him behind locked doors.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I wish some weird old lady would try to do something to one of my pets. I'll be turning into a Pokemon master so quick, sticking all my pets on her, even like a weasel or something.
Just like
Get a
Ferret, I
Bulbasaur.
choose you. Like, ow,
Yeah, fuck that lady.
yeah, but you come to my house and try to mess with my dog. Oh my, like, and you wouldn't have to deal with me. My wife will kill you. Like, shit.
Hell no,
Try
man.
to threaten one of my animals. Oh my god.
This lady's a monster. At the high
What an
school,
asshole.
At the high school, the teacher is showing a class a video while inside the box where the pod is begins to ooze and crack open. Same goes over at the Peltzer home. All the pods are now oozing and slimy as clawed hands reach out and break the shells. Gizmo hides in a helmet and looks on terrified.
Oh, it's such a cool scene. Like, oh man. The threat, like you see their claws coming out. And some of the eggs looked really alien coated too.
Yeah.
They're actually like split in 4 cloves at the top.
Yeah.
They look really great.
A lot of fog machines with green lighting.
yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. At the school, the box shakes and smokes as it falls off the table, and just conveniently enough, class ends with the bell ringing. As the students leave the dark room, the teacher turns and walks back towards the cage. This shot is done so well because it's in a darkly lit classroom with the only thing playing in the background and showing light is the projector while a science film is being showed. I think it's like a heartbeat or something. It's like talking about a rabbit and like talking about how it's just really cool, like underlying like shit. Ah, that's so awesome. The teacher discovers the empty pod and calls Billy to inform him. Back at the Peltzer home, a terrified Gizmo is surrounded by green light, moving shadows, and creepy growls. We cut back over to the school and see the teacher trying to lure out the creature. Using a Snickers bar doesn't seem to be doing the trick. Things bang and crash as the camera moves quickly following something across the floor. Joe Dante is a master at this kind of thing. The teacher finds the creature underneath the desk and attempts to go over and feed him some of the candy bar. And in typical horror fashion, the monster grabs his hand and pulls him underneath as far as he can. Looks like this is going to be the end of the teacher.
Yeah, it's classic stuff. There's really good building of menace here. It's like classic horror movie, like build up. It's just a little cute, but whatever. Yeah, I like a good somebody's pulled out of frame or off camera. Yeah,
Like
I don't mind an off camera kill.
No, I also just like the what was I about to say? Like it's kind of goofy because it's got a lot of tropes in this moment, but it's done so tastefully and like knowing that it's doing the trope. Like, it's so cool because it's basically just like referencing older horror movies. Moments later, Billy arrives at the classroom and finds nothing but the film reel spinning, until he stumbles across the body of the teacher with a syringe sticking out of his butt, just like the way he drew the blood from the Mogwai. Get it?
Yeah.
Billy reaches to grab a phone to call the police when a scaly-clawed hand reaches up and scratches him. Billy watches as a silhouette munches on a glass tube and apple before ripping through a vent and running away. He runs down the hallway and finds the nurse's office where he takes some gauze and wraps around his newly cut hand. He leans against a cupboard that bangs open as we see our first gremlin.
It was a great jump scare. I was like, oh, God.
A green, wart-covered, nasty-looking, wonderful-looking creature. Billy ducks as the monster runs away. Oh, shit. Meanwhile, at the Peltzer home, we see Gizmo tied to a dartboard as many different things come flying at him. And downstairs, Billy's mom hears the commotion and grabs a knife. Like, she's not fucking around. She's just like, I hear something. Something's gonna die.
Yeah, you don't have the weird wilting flower moment. You don't have the, are you guys joking moment. Like, she's ready to go.
Yep.
She's like, we're going to fight. I really, really appreciated that. I thought that was great.
The gremlins upstairs take Gizmo and throw him down the laundry chute as Billy's mom ascends the stairs with a knife. When she reaches the landing, she sees all the broken and empty pods. Just then, the phone rings and Billy's mom answers. It's Billy, informing her that she needs to get out of the house now.
Wow.
When we hear a gremlin say, phone home, and pull the line, disconnecting it. Downstairs, a record begins to play Do You Hear What I Hear? And it's creepy and awesome. I love any kind of needle drop like that in a horror movie, especially when it's like an older song that's either slowed down or even just played normally, just made creepy. It's so fucking like. And whenever I do shorts with my kids or something like that, I try to make something not creepy terrifying. It's so fun.
Oh man. And like the idea that she's still not navigating being able to see the gremlins. She's only able to use what she can hear.
Yeah.
And possibly smell. But at this point, like the only way she can track where the gremlins are is by like what they sound like.
Yep.
And it's so apropos to the situation. It's so creepy and menacing.
Yep.
Great stuff. And like it completely overwhelms the soundtrack, and you think it's just a beat, but then you find out it's diegetic when she comes downstairs. It's fucking great.
It's fucking wonderful. The badass that is Billy's mom goes back downstairs and turns off the stereo. And as she does, a glass comes rolling across the room towards her, shattering against the wall. What? That doesn't come rolling. As she does, a glass comes flying across the room towards her, shattering against the wall. She goes towards the kitchen where the glass came from, and peeks around the corner. A silhouette of a gremlin walks by, and she makes her way into the kitchen and spots a gremlin eating her gingerbread cookies. And that's when all hell breaks loose.
Oh my god. This is when the movie's like, okay, let's go.
Fucking just metal starts playing.
Mm-hmm.
She shoves one of them into a blender and turns it on, pureeing the shit out of this guy.
So much good blood everywhere.
Yeah, and it's all
good
green
gore.
and gooey.
Mm.
Another begins throwing plates at her as she shields herself with a TV dinner tray and just straight up stabs the shit out of this guy.
That's crazy. Yeah, she's ready to go. Billy Peltzer's mom doesn't fuck around, dude.
Oh, another one? No worries. She just sprays him in the face with Pam and shoves him in the microwave and turns it on, exploding the little homie. And she checks
cackling. Cackling as this thing explodes. Yeah, let's go.
As she checks the rest of the house, she sees movement coming from a stocking and attacks it. But it's just a toy robot. So these guys are just fucking around with her now and playing games. Unfortunately, she doesn't notice the eyes on the tree behind her, confusing them probably for lights. The tree falls on top of her and she's attacked by a bunch of gremlins, one literally choking her out.
It's super creepy, too.
Yeah.
They're like in the tree. You can't really see them. It's like really, really good, scary stuff.
Then the lights cut out and you can see like a couple of red eyes. That's so cool. Billy bursts in at the perfect moment and pulls the tree off of his mother, using one of the swords from earlier to cut off one of its heads, sending it flying into the fireplace.
Thank you for putting the sword there. Like, it was so funny. It's just like, oh, you knew he was going to have to use that sword.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. Stripe, the leader of the gremlins, blows his nose on a curtain and jumps out the window, running away. Billy drops his wounded mother off at the doctor and returns home to look for Gizmo. He finds him in the bottom of the laundry chute and throws him into a backpack. A quick shot of Rand shows him attempting to call his family, but no one answers. And we get a couple of more sci-fi Easter eggs. Billy follows Stripe's footprints in the snow that lead to the local YMCA. Stripe has already done the work of breaking in, so Billy just needs to open the door. He enters the building, sword drawn, as he hunts for the Mohawk-wearing fuckface. An alarm blares as Stripe bursts from an electrical box and knocks down Billy, scratching the shit out of him, and then leaps into a pool. We all know what
Oh my
happens
God.
next, right, fellas?
Oh, it's so good.
As the gremlins multiply, Billy makes a break from the police station, where he's greeted by nothing but mockery. As usual, the police don't believe a word he says, and as he tries to tell them, a horde of evil gremlins march down the street, led by Stripe.
It's actually a pretty good stop motion effect here too. Like there's
Yeah.
hundreds of gremlins, so you kind of have to show them all together walking down the street. And you could tell it was stop motion, but it's still like fairly successful. Did you recognize one of these sheriffs?
I noticed that the one dude it was from Beverly Hills Cop.
One guy is from Bellevue. Has got the one guy is from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Oh, really?
He's like one of the lead cops.
Oh, it's
yeah.
the same guy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He was in Beverly Hills Cop. He was one of the bodyguards that Eddie Murphy fucked with all the time. I forgot he was in fucking Breaking Bad. Duh. At the Futterman's residence, a night of TV watching goes horribly awry. No channels are coming in, so Mr. Futterman decides to go take a look at the antenna after berating the shit out of his wife, though.
Yeah, fuck you, man. Why are you being so mean? And she like is way too nice to him for the amount of like nastiness he.
Yeah, he's like, "What are you doing to the TV?" She's like, "You got the thingy, you goofball." While checking out the antenna, his snowplow comes to life, thanks to some gremlins that he keeps blaming everything on, and it barrels through him and his home. The next few shots are kind of like a montage of silliness. You got a guy dropping off some mail in the mailbox that keeps getting it spit back out at him. We got a guy getting his arm stuck in the same mailbox. We got gremlins changing streetlights to all green, making accidents happen.
And some of the stuff is very funny because they're just supposed to be mischievous and violent, and not just like evil and violent. But, like the letters that keep flying out of the mailbox at the priest are very funny.
Yeah.
They're just like fuck you, fuck you.
And then the other guy comes over and he's like, "You trying to mail something?" He's like, no, you go ahead."
My wife said she was terrified of these blue mailboxes when
I
she was a
believe it.
kid. Like she just did not want to put anything in them, because she thought there was gremlins in them when she was little.
Yeah, that makes sense. At the police station, Billy is shown the officers Gizmo, and they still don't believe that anything evil could come from this little guy.
And there's some weird jingoism here too. Like I think Joe Dante threw some stuff in here to like poke fun at very patriotic people, because
Yeah.
Gizmo has a tiny little desk American flag. And like, look, he's so patriotic. Like he's just sitting by a flag, you weirdo. Like what the fuck? This thing couldn't possibly be evil because it loves America.
Nope. Yeah, look, it likes apple pie. More awesome shots of the close-up puppet. Phone calls begin to come in about little green men attacking citizens, so now the cops have to take it seriously.
God,
Here
this
we
is
go.
so great. Can't wait. This is one of the fucking best things I've ever seen.
A couple of gremlins go marching through the snow as they approach Mrs. Deagle's house. Inside, Mrs. Deagle comes riding down on a chairlift, showing that her house is full of cats. Shocker. Outside,
Hey man,
huh?
cats are rad.
Cats are rad, but my grandma would let stray cats live in her house, come and go, and they would fuck us up with their claws, and she was like, "They're just getting comfortable." Meanwhile, we're bleeding all over the place. That's the kind of place this is.
Did you notice that 3 of the cats' names were for money?
No.
One cat's name was Kopek, one cat's name was Drachma, and one cat's name was Dollar Bill.
Oh my god. What a
So, like,
weirdo.
I'm assuming the other cats were named after money as well.
Huey, Louie, and Dewey. And Scrooge McDuck.
Rupee, Huey, Dewey, Rupee. Probably Toonie would be a good name for a cat,
Oh,
which is good.
Pence.
Looney. Pence.
Yeah.
Oh, Quid. Just name your cat Quid.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty rad name for a cat.
Trying to think of other monies. Yenny. Call him Yen. What's up, Yen? Rupee. Rubles the cat. It's perfect.
A JFK coin.
You there, Liberty Dollar.
Sacagawea coin.
Sacagawea coin.
Outside, Christmas carols begin to build loudly. She grabs a pitcher of water and runs outside to splash him down, but is greeted by 7 gremlins singing their best Silent Night. I fucking love that shit. They're like,
One of the things I saw in one of the Christian blogs was that somebody was offended that they mocked Christmas caroling.
really?
Yeah, because
That's interesting.
at one point the Gremlins mocked Christmas carols.
What a bunch
Lady-
of dynamic shits.
Yeah, fucking relax, dude. Christmas carols are annoying. Nobody likes that shit. Nobody does that shit anymore because that shit's annoying. I'm gonna come and stand at your house and sing at you. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
That's how diseases spread. Don't puff your nasty gas cloud in my face. I don't care about your Christmas cheer.
Yeah, man.
Fuck off.
I don't even answer the door for the old lady that needed some sugar. Get out of
Because
here.
because that old lady that needs some sugar is a wolf, and she wants to eat your kids that's wearing red hoodie.
I don't know, man. Skinwalker for sure.
Skinwalker.
Where the fuck am I?
I barely knew her.
Ayo. About 7 gremlins singing their best Silent Night. She quickly runs to her chairlift and presses a button to go upstairs, completely unaware that a gremlin had just tampered with it. She shoots up the stairs and goes flying out a window, landing on the ground in front of the police officers, legs up, stiff as a board, dead.
My God, this is in the all-timer of villain deaths for me. Like, she's flung out this because you see her go up the chairlift really fast. I'm like, she's going out the window.
Yeah.
She's gonna defenestration. Just out the window. Oh my God, I laughed so hard. I laughed so fucking. My wife looked at me like I was insane. I'm like, that is the funniest shit
It's
I've
hilarious.
seen. Have you ever seen The Beekeeper with Statham?
No.
It's one of his he plays the same character in every fucking movie.
Yeah.
He can't lose a fight, whatever, blah blah blah. But there in The Beekeeper, one of the revenge kills is that he just like ratchet straps a guy to a thing and then puts a car in gear to drive off a bridge, and the guy just gets yanked with the little ratchet strap and just whee and flies in. It's the funniest shit. And like this reminded me of that. It was so good. Oh, it's
Yeah.
like an all-timer all-timer kill.
While observing Mrs. Deagle's corpse, a gremlin rips the brake lines off of the officer's car. As multitudes of gremlins attack another man dressed as Santa, they pull away quickly and go flying down an icy street, unable to stop.
Oh, it's so funny. Like, this poor Santa's getting mauled to death, and they're like, isn't that Larry? He does the maul Santa every year. And he's just like, oh God, help me.
Help! They crash into the back of a pickup truck and flip their car. Billy and Gizmo climb into the VW Bug and head across town as the radio plays reports of little green men attacking people.
And on the radio, like, you wonder how much of a badass Randy the Ram, what's his name?
Rand?
No, the guy, the Ricky Rockin' Ricky.
Yeah, Rockin' Ricky.
Randy the Ram is from The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, but Rockin' Ricky must be a badass or something, because you can hear them over the radio broadcast as the Gremlins are breaking into the studio. He's like, what's going on over here? And you hear breaking glass. You're like, oh God. And then later you just hear Rockin' Ricky come over the radio and say, hey folks, Rockin' Ricky had a hell of a night. And you're like, oh shit, what was happening in that radio station? Rockin' Ricky like pulls out a Luger and he's just like, pop, pop,
Yeah.
pop.
Just going to fucking town with like mic stands and shit.
Rockin' Ricky is like choking out Gremlins with like reel-to-reel tape. Like, I wish a motherfucker would. Ricky's ready to get rockin', and he just pulls out like tape reels and he's like using them as knuckle dusters and shit.
Oh my god, that'd be rad as fuck. Just
Oh my
frisbeeing shit into their faces. At a gas station, Rand Peltzer is trying to again call us home with no one answering. Rand notices the attendant smoking and attempts to make another sale of one of his inventions. Cut back to the bar, and Gremlins have completely taken over as patrons. For some reason, Kate is still just bartending,
Oh my god.
which never made sense to me, but I loved it in the logic of the world that she did it.
Hey, can you hold on 1 second? I'm gonna pull my computer and it's gonna drag. It's gonna make a nasty sound. Okay, there we go.
It just made it more funny to me.
Yeah, why is she still there?
We agreed. What the fuck? We see that now the rowdiness and silliness of the creatures is at a full 10. Some drink, some eat, some smoke, some cigarettes at once. One shot has a gremlin lying underneath a tap as his stomach expands, while there's literally another gremlin wearing Groucho Marx glasses.
There's so many gags here. This must have been so fun to shoot.
Absolutely.
Well, it probably was very aggravating to shoot, but like
technical,
fun to plan
yeah.
out. Yeah.
There's one shot of them sitting around a poker table while one's dressed as a woman, talking to Stripe, telling him what the other gremlins have in their hands. To which at one point, Stripe pulls out a gun and shoots one of the others. One gremlin turns on Jazz and has a serious, introspective moment, while another one pops up and goofs around with a puppet in his face and gets clocked in the head with a hammer.
Oh my god, it was so fucking fun. This is the most cartoon. Like, it went from being scary and threatening to there being just this japes, man. He just hits this guy with a hammer. Like, how is the gremlin's hand inside this puppet? It's a puppet puppeting a puppet? Oh my god. Like, we've jumped the shark. But in the best way.
I love the fucking voices that they all have too, because it's all the same voice. It's like
Yum yum.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god.
Gizmo. We're then treated to a full-on dance montage, complete with Flashdance Gremlin. It ends with a gremlin sticking his finger in a light socket and steam coming from his ears.
The Flashdance grandma, I could not, man. The Flashdance grandma killed me.
Don't worry, he's then put out with a fire extinguisher from another room. Glass after glass is hurled at Kate, and she reaches out to light a cigarette for a gremlin, who lurches back frightened of the flame. And Kate quickly realizes that the light is the thing that it's scared of. She takes out a Polaroid and quickly starts flashing it in all of the gremlins' faces and makes a run for the door, where she's stopped by a gremlin wearing a ski mask and holding a gun, but she quickly dodges the bullet. Billy pulls up outside and flashes his headlights inside so she can run out and climb inside the car, but it doesn't start. They instead make a run down the street and greet it to mayhem. Grandma's jumping out of the hood of a car, people running by with gremlins attached to their faces. It's wonderful and extremely beautiful destruction.
It's so chaotic and silly. It's so great.
Billy leads Kate into the bank where they work and they hide out inside. He explains to her that these creatures are called gremlins, and she says that she now has another reason to hate Christmas. Kate tells the tale of why she hates Christmas. I can't remember it, but I don't feel good. Something's happening. I remember this part so well. Hello, Jack.
Oh, God.
This is my favorite part of this whole movie, so don't worry, I can say it verbatim.
Okay, all right. The faster you're here, the faster you're going. Bye, buddy.
That was kind of rude, but I'll just walk past that. I won't acknowledge it that you hurt my feelings.
Yeah. How about all the people whose feelings you hurt when you said those things you said?
I'm talking about me, dum-dum.
You piece of shit.
The worst thing that ever happened to me was on Christmas. Oh, God. It was so horrible. It was Christmas Eve. I was 9 years old, a wee little baby. Me and my mom were decorating the tree, waiting for Dad to come home from work. A couple of hours went by and Dad wasn't home, so Mom called the office.
No answer. Christmas Day came and went, and still nothing. So the police began a search. 4 or 5 days went by, and neither one of us could eat or sleep. Everything was falling apart. It was snowing outside. The house was freezing, so I went to try and let up the fire. That's when I noticed the smell. The firemen came and broke through the chimney top, and me and Mom were expecting them to pull out a dead cat or a bird. And instead they pulled out my father. He was dressed as Santa Claus. He'd been climbing down the chimney, his arms loaded with presents. He was going to surprise us. He slipped and broke his neck. He died instantly. And that's how I found out that there was no Santa Claus.
Oh my God.
All right, I've done my duties. Goodbye, Zachary.
Bye, Pat. Jesus, jeez.
Sorry about that.
You all right?
I don't ever remember what happened.
Oh my God.
Do I need to read Kate's story, or are we good?
Oh, no, it's covered. Thank you so much. For some reason, the ghost of Pat Robertson decided that we needed to hear him say that. Why?
I have no idea. I didn't remember
Verbatim.
it, so I'm glad that he remembered it, because I didn't.
It's so like, why? this nice, sweet movie where you're just like fighting evil little monsters.
Oh, you think I can't like little monsters? You think I can't like sweet little monsters? Oh, I'm gonna pick them up and cover them up with my arms, little baby.
You better watch out. You want to make me call Uncle Steve on you?
Oh, little baby monsters.
Better watch out. He's over here. He's getting hyped.
He's getting mad.
He's scared. He's doing that neck thing.
Better keep going. He's gonna open up a can of whoop-ass.
Yeah.
Yes, this story is haunting and disturbing, but it's also comedically dark. Especially when we get the close-up of Gizmo with shock and terror on his face.
It's like, what the fuck, lady?
We cut to Billy's dad leaving a gas station, having just sold another faulty invention to an attendant. He hurries up to the car where Barney is waiting and barking up a storm. Back in town, Billy and Kate emerge from the bank. They begin to roam through the now desolate and ransacked town. Shops are bursted open with flames, and flames are also erupting from hoods of cars, and a trail of destruction leads to the movie theater, where snow
absolutely post-apocalyptic and everything. Like, it's like, oh my God, these gremlins just destroyed the entire town. I wonder how many people, like, what the actual body count is.
I know, right?
People that died that night.
I'm surprised there's not like fucking limbs hanging from power lines and shit.
Yeah.
Back in town. Oh shit, where did I go? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs seems to be playing at the theater, and Billy peeks inside and sees a gremlin helping himself to some poppin' corn. He reaches back and tells Kate that they're inside. She says, all of them? Which then we're treated to a nice visual of all the gremlins inside the movie theater destroying it and acting ridiculous.
Oh,
some are wearing clothes, some are naked, some are swinging from the ceiling with ties, but it's wonderful and pure chaos. Then, up in the projecting booth, one of the gremlins begins to play the film, and the second the music kicks into the Seven Dwarfs singing the mines, all of the gremlins' attention is directed to the screen. As the dwarves in the movie begin to sing hi ho, the gremlins join in along in unison. We get a sweeping shot of the back of the heads of gremlins illuminated by the screen showing the animated masterpiece. Upon further investigation, Billy and Kate realize that they're totally distracted by the movie, and Billy has an idea. They sneak around back and make their way to the boiler room. Over in the crowd of gremlins, Stripe realizes that he's out of popcorn and leaves the theater. Looking across the street, he sees there's a candy store and makes a dash for that instead. Down in the boiler room, Billy releases some gas and sets off fire to below the theater. As they're making an escape, the light from the projection booth illuminates Billy and Kate behind the screen, and the gremlins attack. They make a mad dash to the door, barely making it out, but then getting a safe distance as they hide behind a car as the theater explodes, killing all the gremlins inside. How do we know this? They give us a tracking shot of every gremlin they give us a tracking shot of Gremlins set on fire, panicking.
It's like pretty nightmarish too. Like there's a great balance between comedic and nightmarish in here.
Yeah.
All the gremlins are goofing around, watching the movie, having a good old time, throwing popcorn around, being silly, and then they notice Billy and Katie, and they start chasing her. Like, oh my god, run, you fly, you fool!
Billy and Kate look on as the theater burns to the ground, and Gizmo notices that something is over in the window by the department store. He notifies Billy, who looks over as well and sees Stripe in the window with a handful of candy. They give chase, and Stripe makes his way through the aisles of the store on a skateboard.
And that bit made me laugh because he's all loaded down with weird shit, and he's just like being a psycho. It's so funny. Like the idea that it's so gleeful for the Gremlins to be just murdering people is very, very endearing.
Yeah, it's rad, and the puppetry work here is awesome because he's pushing with one foot, but they show the whole puppet.
Oh yeah, it's so good, dude. Like, just this is technical. The technical stuff in here. It's like, I'm wondering, do you know who did the puppets for Gremlins?
No, I don't.
Was it Jim Henson?
I don't think so. Part of me wants to say it's Stan Winston.
Phil Tippett.
Billy hands Gizmo to Kate and tells her to be safe. She reaches for him and pulls him in and gives him a nice big wet one. Billy is flummoxed, but alas, he has a little green man to kill. He grabs a bat from the department store and begins his search for Stripe. And he's all like fucking macho now that he got that kiss. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck up this little green man.
He's all roided out with testosterone. And
I got
junk's all hard against the zipper.
I got me a kiss.
I like a lady. Like, oh god, why does that make you want to fight things? Be nice.
Creeping through the electronics section, a TV flashes on with an image of Stripe.
Dude.
This scares the absolute shit out of Billy and he bashes the TV with a bat.
It's very scary. Like he bashes that TV, and then all the other TVs come on, and Stripe is there going, Billy, and you're like, oh my god, no, that's nightmarish. If I saw this as a kid, I would be running and screaming. I'd be hiding behind the couch crying. Oh. Billy, and like, oh my god, kill it with fire.
He tries to kill it with the bat, but it doesn't work.
Nope.
Next, we see Kate and Gizmo hiding out in the control room as she attempts to turn on the lights. Now in the toy section, Billy slinks through in between stuffed animals, and we can see a Stripe hidden behind a little E.T.
Which is really cool. Like, my wife also said that this bit made her terrified as a kid. She couldn't see like piles of stuffed animals without thinking Stripe was going to be hiding in there.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, because like he's the E.T. moves aside, and he's beside Bugs and Sylvester, and he's just like leaning out all creepy. It's very
following him.
Yeah, if I was a little kid, it would have been scary. It was kind of a fun, impressive effect.
Yeah.
But like, oh, that's kind of creepy.
Being too goddamn dumb to see the monster, Billy continues searching and is greeted with a saw blade hurling through the air at him.
He's an idiot. Like, Billy Peltzer's a moron. Oh, but like, I really did like the through line that like all the Gremlins' principal offensive attack is them just chucking shit at you.
Yeah, right.
They're like throwing glasses. Stripes fully embedding saw blades halfway into the wall. Like, oh my god, he's throwing those things with some force.
Yeah, he's got a fucking arm, that guy.
It's crazy.
Fucking Tom Brady or some shit over here. Decapitating a mannequin right next to him. Stripe then runs away and zips by on a tricycle, pedaling fast as shit. I love this shot. It looks so
It's really
funny.
great. Like, oh man, that's rad. And he looks like really scary.
He's
like this. Yeah, it's cool.
Billy chases him down, but is then beaten down with a bunch of tennis balls, baseballs, something, but he can't take it, and it starts bleeding from his fucking forehead.
Oh, he's gigging. Billy got juice.
That's when Stripe says, all right, I've had enough games, and pulls up with a goddamn crossbow. That's right. He's going in for the fucking kill, and he shoots Billy right in the shoulder, and then aims for his fucking head.
Oh my God.
Thankfully, there just so happens to be a boombox right next to Billy, who grabs it and dodges the arrow. But don't worry, sadistic little monster isn't done yet. Here he comes with a motherfucking chainsaw.
He's going at this man. Holy shit.
Billy grabs his bat to block the blade, but it's a fucking chainsaw, so it doesn't do a lot.
With the world's dullest blade ever.
Yes.
Like, a chainsaw should be able to cut through. I've used a chainsaw for a very long time in my life for one of my jobs I did.
Yeah.
And a chainsaw with a sharp blade will cut through a baseball bat with little to no problem at all. Like, they're designed to handle hard wood. Like, even like heat treated, like pressure treated wood, like a baseball bat, he should have been through that thing in a minute. But like, they just don't keep the sharpest blades on the chainsaw when they're in the store. I think it was an electric chainsaw too.
Yeah,
because it had like a side motor. So maybe that was somebody throwing shade on electric chainsaws.
There's no truth to this art.
There's no truth to this art. If there was truth to the art, he would have tried to attack Billy Peltzer with the chainsaw, but then not been able to get it started without like 17 pulls, stopping, looking at Billy, like, could you put your foot on this for me? Okay, pull it 17 more times, then starts. Then he starts chasing Billy.
He's like, you wait right there. I'll be there in a minute.
I'm gonna get you. I'm Billy. Oh my God. Hello, Billy.
Gizmo realizes his homie is in trouble and jumps in a Malibu Barbie car and Needs for Speeds his ass across the store.
It's so sick, dude. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Kate is back up in the control room, desperately trying to figure out how to turn on the lights, and she does just as Stripe is barreling down on Billy with the chainsaw, sending him skittering away. But as he does, he notices a fountain spewing water, and an idea arises in the little fucking head. And oh, he also sees a revolver.
He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot this this dumb motherfucker. I'm gonna shoot. Just put the entire world out of misery of having Billy Peltzer in it.
Yeah, right.
Like,
and I think this is the third gun instance. I forgot about this one. Billy,
he's just like, pop, pop, pop. Oh my God. He's just. It's kind of jarring how like this funny mischievous animal is just like, I'm gonna shoot your ass. Oh my God.
The way that they do it too is like he's just walking by and then glances over at a locked case and sees the revolver and he kind of goes like, hey. Billy limps into the gardening section looking for Stripe, and as he does, a gunshot goes off and a bullet grazes past his ear. This crazy son of a bitch has a gun and is shooting at Billy. Good Lord. Welcome to America.
Yeah, this shit would not happen in any place else in the world where they don't have fucking guns. You just pick up a gun at the department store and load it right there.
Yep.
Like,
got all the things
sell
you need.
Guns in Walmart anymore?
Shit, I don't know, but they did for the longest time.
Yeah.
If they stopped, it wasn't until recently. Billy hides behind a pallet of flowers as Stripe lowers himself into the fountain, only with a finger at first, as his back begins to bubble with ooze. More gremlins growing inside. Gizmo launches his car through the air off of a shovel, smashing it into the wall where the blinds are. He grabs a hold and makes the blinds open up, bathing Stripe and the rest of the fountain in sunlight. The gremlin immediately begins to melt in wonderful practical effects. You can see its skull and skeleton as it oozes and drips. Kate and Rand walk into the room as Stripe dissolves and melts into the fountain. Billy approaches to ensure that Stripe is indeed dead, and the gremlin's skeleton pops up for one more jump scare and lands on the ground. Another amazing practical effect as the skeleton seems to deflate and melt into the ground.
Oh my God, it's so good. How did you do that? Yeah. Like, holy shit.
That part with the skeleton where it like inflates and deflates is one of the coolest fucking things I've ever seen.
I'm assuming they had to like shoot it with like because I know that sometimes specifically for Raiders when the guy's face melts,
Yeah.
It's a wax face that they just like put a heat lamp on, and then they sped up the footage as it melted. So like I don't know if they had to do something like that here. Like there was specific parts of the puppet like melting as the sunlight hit it, and
Yeah.
then they were just like pumping goo up through it. Oh god, it was so good. I'd love to see how they did that.
Yeah, I would love to find a behind the scenes thing too. That's
And
so
like
rad.
like how evil and spiteful is this creature that even its skeleton is trying to get you. You know what I mean? It's so good.
Such an awesome little effective jump scare at that time too. As we focus on the puddle of ooze, the scene fades into another of Billy watching the news as an anchor explains that the authorities are blaming mass hysteria for what happened in Kingston Falls. Kate and Billy's mom tend to Gizmo, who is bundled up and using a thermometer. As Billy's mom turns around, the old man from the beginning of the movie stands over her. He says that he's there for the Mogwai and reaches for Gizmo. As he does, he sees the news report describing the town having been attacked by little green men. He looks to Rand with concern, but he only asks if he taught Gizmo to watch TV. Good joke. He demands Rand return Gizmo as they've proven that they cannot handle the responsibility of a Mogwai. As the old man and Gizmo walk out the door, Gizmo indicates that he has something to say to Billy. The old man calls him over and tells him that Gizmo has something to say, to which Billy asks, "How can you understand him?" And he tells Billy that to understand, he need only to listen.
Because Billy Peltzer is a dumbass. How can you understand what he's saying? Like, I'm the audience. He's not even talking to me, and I can understand that he's conveying meaning. Like, listen, Billy Peltzer. Like, are you too stupid? Like, and then now I kind of feel. Should I feel bad? Am I like picking on someone who's like handicapped because he's still like living with his mom and his dad, and he's like an adult person? Like, not. But to be fair, a lot of people still live with their parents because like the economy sucks. But like
I get what you're
in
saying.
1984, you know what I mean? And like, how old is he? And I can listen to it. Like Gizmo says, "Uh-oh." Gizmo can sing. He can like respond to you. He knows how to say your name back to you. Like,
Yeah. Well, that's the funniest part, is that he leans in and hears Gizmo say, "Bye, Billy." He's already said shit like that. So why is it
you
like...
can understand him. And at this point, like Gizmo is bilingual, like because the elderly man has a full conversation with him in Chinese,
Yeah.
and you're like, maybe Billy is just like too. Billy Peltzer needs smacked, man. I'm like, you gotta iron your shit out, Billy.
In the second one, there's moments where like he does really stupid shit, and Kate is kind of just like dealing with it, and he starts to be kind of mean towards her, like, "Why did you do this?" And it's just like, you're the one being fucking stupid right now. And she's just like, there's a whole bit where like his boss is a lady, and she asks him to go on a date, and she's flirting with him, but Billy like doesn't get it because he's fucking oblivious. So Kate finds out, and when he comes home, he's got like lipstick on his cheek from the girl kissing him, and he just doesn't give a fuck. And she's like, obviously like, "What the hell?" And he just doesn't care. And then he gets mad at her. It's so weird, dude.
That's very strange.
Yeah. Before they go, Rand apologizes one last time to the old man and offers him an ashless ashtray, an invention he made, as some kind of gift. He says he's heard of these and that they're the latest in technology. They saunter off into the snow, and a voiceover of Rand comes on telling us that the next time that something goes wrong, whether a washer, television, or refrigerator, to not call the repairman, but to check it for Gremlins. Credits.
Super ominous. Like, oh, nothing's actually wrong with your house. There's fucking evil demons inside your refrigerator. They're gonna kill your mom. Like, oh no, please. I like that lady.
They're gonna string up your dog.
Dude, so we had all these terrific puppet effects, all this great, just really hardcore effects work, and then the matte painting that the old guy's walking away in is god awful. Like, it is terrible.
Yeah, it's not the best. It's very obvious a painting.
I'm like, oh god. And like, I've watched fucking movies from the 60s that don't have, but like we mentioned Forbidden Planet. There's a really classic all-timer matte painting scene in Forbidden Planet,
Uh-huh.
and like that happened in 1954, 55, and that was way better than this. I'm like, oh, this is nightmarish. Maybe it's supposed to make the world seem more fairy tale like.
Possibly, yeah. Or they just didn't know how to make snow on a location, so they were just like,
Sure.
yeah, you paint it.
So answer me this question: how does Billy get Gizmo back in the second movie?
The second movie starts back at the shop with the older man, and these two businessmen come inside that are like real estate magnates that are like buying
Mhm.
up property around town, and they want to buy the shop, and he won't sell it, but then he ends up dying because he's sick, and when he does, Gizmo, like they start tearing down the building, and Gizmo escapes.
Mhm.
And then these two scientists grab up Gizmo and bring him back to this building where they work, and Billy works at the same building.
Uh,
That's how it happens. So it's a little bit of a lot of hoops to jump through to make it possible, but it works. So how'd you feel about this movie, sir?
well, this is a delight. This is so sweet and so cute,
Yeah.
and like there's real moments of scares in it. It's just so you did a wonderful job with the script, by the way.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Um, and man, I really enjoyed this. This is that I could see why so many people love this as like a
Mm-hmm.
definite Christmas movie because it has your gooey ooey monsters and your cool puppets, and that you can have some Christmas cheer because there is all that warm Christmas cheer at the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
as well as getting some cool monster action and sillies going on. I really really did see how this is something that would be cute. Also, I see how somebody could watch this and not think it's that bad for kids and then put it on their weird Christian blog to say like, we can't let the gremlins of evil come out of our bodies. Don't feed the jealousy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's so
I think
weird.
I just don't understand why everything has to be through God lens. You know what I mean? We've talked about that before, where like it leads to harm that people
Right.
have their own brains. They can't. I have to go through all these hoops to figure out what I should and should not be doing at any given time
Yeah.
because, like, does it line up with the glory of God? I'm being constantly judged at every single moment for every single thing that I'm doing in 17 different ways. And I should really just, focus on God more. Like, yeah, but if you just, like, lived and did your shit and were you, things would probably work out just the same.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're just adding more anxiety to things. I think, like, what a sweet, cute movie. Like, I could have used a protagonist that was a little more.
Inept.
I didn't like Billy Peltzer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like Billy Peltzer really, and like Katie didn't give me anything either. Like, no, there weren't anybody to really grab onto, other than Gizmo. Like let's just make Gizmo the main character of the movie then. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I always had a problem with Billy, even when I was a kid. There was just things he did that rubbed me the wrong way. The biggest being taking Gizmo to a science guy to be like, watch this, I'm gonna hurt him.
On purpose.
Yeah, I never liked that. But this has always been one of my favorite movies, and one of the coolest things about it is it's so awesomely like I don't know. There's just so many awesome caveats to it that you can watch it any time of the year. It doesn't have to be on Christmas. It's one of the biggest things I dig about it. But
Oh
the
yeah.
practical effects,
Come on.
the homages, but yeah, man, the practical effects alone are one of the biggest reasons I love this fucking movie. But yeah, I think that we've established pretty well that Christians didn't seem to have too much of a problem with this movie. So
Which like I definitely my mom would not let me watch this. I
yeah,
think it was a lot of the grotesquerie of the bad Gremlins.
yeah,
Because like sure you could say they're demons and they're demonic and whatever, but I think that the co-opting as well is still a little bit gross. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You don't you can't just watch a fun movie. Like is this like the democratization of philosophy? Is that all that evangelical thought is at some point? Like everybody wants to like come up with their own philosophical undertones to everything when
yeah.
you could just enjoy a movie. or you could just take the subtext that the author intended. Like Joe Dante specifically, this movie is a sort of nose thumbing at like consumerism. It is a nose thumbing at like the commodification of everything.
Yeah.
You know, Billy Peltzer's dad isn't treated as the heel he should be, but like he's just offering a man money for a living being. Just like, oh, I'm just going to give you money and I get this.
Yeah.
Like I'm entitled to it because I could give you money. Like, okay. Like that's the text. That's not even subtext. Like there's plenty to be mined from it without adding God stuff and making everything jump through 15 Christian hoops. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I was kind of shocked that there wasn't more talk about gremlins or demons, because I specifically remember in our church, my mom and some of the other church ladies like, oh no, that's demonic. We're going to not let our church, because some kid like watched Gremlins or had like really liked it and was like talking about it around Christmas time, and it was a big deal. Like, oh no, we don't have anything to do with that sort of demonic stuff.
That's what I was expecting. I was expecting that kind of response as well.
It's kind of shocking to me. Also, we need to get more listeners so somebody can help us with the research, because I'm terrible at looking shit up online. So that might have been there somewhere. You know, there could be this huge undercurrent of evangelicals somewhere in Oklahoma that like are marching against Gremlins in 1984 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's some weird sect of Seventh-day Adventists that still talk about Stripe. This right here. This is the main demon that we need to hide from our children, and this is the demon of the LGBTQ plus.
Don't feed your gremlins by looking at sexy pictures of dudes.
yeah, right.
Pinch yourself really, really hard every time you have a homosexual thought, and then it'll go away. Don't feed the gremlin of homosexuality.
I will remain a mogwai, and I will not become a gremlin.
Thank you for sharing this one with me. I really enjoyed it. I can definitely see why this is a Christmas classic.
Yeah, I'm glad you watched it and you liked it. I had a feeling you would enjoy it, especially from the perspective of just being a fan of film. So
yeah,
I'm
puppets, let's go.
Fuck
I just want to see puppets do cool shit. Like,
we might end up having to watch the second one. We might.
I think the second one might be too silly. If this was less silly than the second one, there was parts in this movie I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, the second one's
the movie
way
theater
sillier,
scene is like you could have left me without the movie theater scene where everybody's doing a new gag. Like, let them all sing to Seven Dwarfs and blow them up or something. But,
yeah.
I don't know. The bar scene went on for far too long to me. Like, once you erase the actual menace of them being scary monsters and made them funny cartoon bads, and then you went back to Stripe being a very scary creature. Like, stalking through the store. It just felt like there was tonal problems. But it was still cute and fun. I really, really enjoyed it. I'd probably put this on every year for the nephew and the nieces if they came up when they get a little bit older.
Hell yeah, man.
I think they still might be a little young. Although my nephew watches Jurassic Park and he's like 3, so I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, if you watch Jurassic Park, you can handle this shit.
Yeah.
But, we appreciate all you guys coming to check this out and watch this movie along with us, going on this little journey with all of our personal demons that we will now call gremlins. Zach enjoyed it, I enjoyed it, and we hope you did as well. Zach, you want to hit him up with some plugs?
Yeah, you can follow us on Instagram at jesus.stole. Drop us a review on Apple Podcasts, 5 stars or 1 star. If it's funny, we'll read it on the show. If it's really insulting or trying to be insulting and failing, we'll also read it on the show. And leave us a comment on Spotify. We're in all the spots. If you have a podcatcher that you like better than either of those and you're listening to that there, hello, leave us a review there. I'd love to hear it from you. Mm-hmm. We are going to be having lots of guests in the new year. We're going to have to space them out a little bit because we're like forward crowded with guests. We have old friends coming back, our normal cast of buddies that we're going to have coming on. Mm-hmm. Jay and Clifton are probably going to be back at some point. We got our friend Hannah coming back. We're going to be having an episode of Steve and Alec from This Fire. We got Scott coming back, and like I can't wait to watch another movie with Scott. That's gonna be so
yeah,
fun.
I know.
He's so fun to talk to. We got other people we're talking to, and we got big stuff coming in February that I'm not sure we're allowed to talk about yet.
I don't know either, but it's pretty big stuff.
It's pretty big stuff. We want to thank Mustard Plug for the use of their song "Vampire" as our theme song.
And with that, I think we're ready to go, sir.
So, with that being said, listen to more ska.
And don't let Jesus steal anything from you. Get that shit back. Ba-da-ba-ba. Your mom's a bitch.
What the fuck is wrong with you, dude?